Hi guys.
急に始める。で、昨日どの画面にしてた？
Hi Ivan.
基本これだよ。
Hey, mate. All good?
Yeah, I'm shoving my face full of food. It's great.
I'm just eating some chocolate.
基本これ？
You have a hangover?
これ別にいらねえんだな。
No.
これ最初から。
No, I'm too exhausted to even drink. I passed right out last night. I ended up working for about another 5 hours after the event, and then sorry, 7 hours. I was working until about 7 o'clock last night, and then I just basically got done. My wife made me dinner, and then I went straight to sleep. I was exhausted.
なんでかって
These days are getting long. Almost done. Almost done.
メール来るよな。
Hey, just forget to greet Nate. Happy birthday. And good evening, Mark White.
Hey, Jason Nguyen.
Hey, Mark White. What's up?
Getting on.
Nice to know you're there, huh?
死にかけてるな。誰か助けてもらわないと寝ちゃうよ。あったかいしな。このあったかさがやばいね。ね。
All right, we're actually ready to go live, I think.
ちょっと下げるか。
Or not
寒
live,
く
but like
寒くしたら死ぬんだよ。
starting the countdown.
逆にね、
I'll do that.
で、ひさんこんばんは。さすがモデレーター。
引き続き
引き
モデレ
続き
ーター。
よし。
Yay. There we go. All right, I'm gonna go set up the YouTube stream really quickly.
入った。狙ってもなかなか難しいのにな。狙ったら入んないのにな。狙って入れてみ。同じとこでいいよ。うん。 うまいできるじゃん。それできたらだってすげえ広いじゃん八百長できる全部コントロールできる。
ハスラだよ。ハス。こんばんは。ありがとうございます。和田ちゃんありがとう。こんな遅くにすいません。
3時の方が良かったな。
何が？
選べた。
そうなの？
うん。
思い切って。
3時か。
今日細くねこれ。画面。
そう。マークが
この間画面細くこれテーブル細くね。また設定間違えてんじゃねこれ。多分。
なんでそのちょこちょこ変わるの？
変わってるの大丈夫？
同じでしょ。
ちょっと怪しいね。
本当だ。変わった。
良くなった？
良くなった。すごい。
ありがとうございます。天才だな。もうすでにパソコンを使いこなしている。パーソナルコンピューター。完璧だね。頑張ります。ありがとう。ありがとうございます。Thank you。01プロが集中できるかデイヒサにかかってる。あとドラちゃんの眠気をどれだけ皆さんが守れるかにかかってます。ドラちゃんはもうすでに寝そうです。
特にね、ベッドタイムを超えちゃってるよ。10時だ。
間違いない。超応援しに来ました。あれこれどっかから声出ちゃってんな。ねえ。どっかから声出ちゃってんな。この声がこっちから出ることある？こっちから出てるな。そうだね。
All right. Anybody have any questions for?
また止まっちゃうよ。お化けの世界は
You are strong.
Strong.
Very strong.
How'd you like my pool table on the beach then, mate?
I didn't have enough time to laugh, but it was really funny.
Three angles.
Yeah, that was good. That was proper.
Especially for angles.
Yeah, I thought that was really, really funny. You must look pretty dang close to the beach, huh?
Yeah, about half a mile.
Not bad. Where else would you put a cricket club?
There's if you look along from me towards the sea, you've got the cricket club, the tennis club, and the golf club. And the golf club is right on the coast. It's a links course. Runs right along the side of the sea.
そう僕今日勝ったら5連戦4日5日6日7日9日8日10日11 12 13 14 15 16ずっと試合してたらどうなんだろうね。めっちゃ痩せるんじゃん。
痩
A
せ
lot
る
of cows.
太るの？
痩せるある
痩せるでしょ。
痩せるある
うん
いいじ
いいよ。
ゃん試合ダイエット
Going on the match tonight, mate.
What'd you say?
Are
試
you going on the
合
match
したら痩せるでしょ。やっぱり
全部
だって
白髪になる
そうだね
I
白が増えたよ
think
最
I
近
might for a little
あそう
while.
うん
かっこいいのかっこいいよなんだっけ土門岩尾みたいな
あれだよそれ
え
あれかブレイクショットか
そうだ
ありえるな
試合優勝したら髪の毛真っ白
What'd you say?
そうだね
I'm going on it too.
Wow, look at you go. That's going to be a late start for you.
Yeah, it'll be at midnight.
You going to hang around for all of it or just for a little bit?
He's going to send me a time slot for me to do it. You know, when he wants me to come in, maybe I'll come in for an hour or something, whatever he wants me to do, basically.
Gotcha.
He contacted me after that, after I was commentating on his match on here. Remember when he played on,
Yep.
when he had the nightmare with the brakes?
Yeah.
He contacted me after that and asked me if I was interested in also the Skylar Woodward one.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not,
it-
isn't it?
Yeah, he asked me if I wanted to do it. And with this
そう
event
今日の相手
finishing
は
up, I
マルー
didn't,
ト
I
で
didn't know
す
if I
よ
had time. So I told him I'd just sit in for a little while.
まさかのフォーチュンスキーに勝ってきちゃったからあの
I'm
ブ
gonna,
レイ
I'm
クで
gonna,
止まっ
I'm
ちゃ
gonna
う
grab
人
a hoodie real quick. I'm a little cold.
荒松さんありがとうございます
We got about
激
3
走します
minutes.
よ
You're just rubbing it in, aren't you? Because you know I haven't got one of your hoodies.
Well, I had
T-shirt on.
ララ
I had you written down on here for a
What
for a
I
hoodie
thought I
event this
thought.
month. I'm gonna send you one.
Good.
Probably send you another T-shirt if you want to or two.
今日も熱い戦いで撃破してください
今日はそういう戦いにはなりません
ね
完璧なゲーム
打ちかますよ
もうだってスクワッチしないもん
いや分からない
狙ってスクワッチできんだからもう
してねえしな
スクラッチできないよ
だから
やろうたってできないやろうとしたってできない
さすがに一時じゃあれだねみん
そうだね
なねスタートもそうよね、こっから2時間ぐらいかかるかな
うん分かんないでし
It's Nayuki Oi, can you hear me?
いやあっち行けて
You ready to go?
ょいや
いや
Okay, one minute.
Today the same regulation as the last night, yeah?
Race to 5, best 2 out of 3 sets. Yesterday was race to 4.
Race to
today.
5だって今日
And tomorrow, if Nayuki Oi wins today, tomorrow will be a race to 6.
OK 今日は5セットですあ5ラックの2セット先取りですって
痩せるシステム
Comments section.
Sorry?
I don't see any comments in the comment section on Facebook.
Ooh,
There's a few before.
I don't see any either.
Oh,
Maybe nobody likes us.
だいぶ
I saw Kelly Fisher and Lil Chris was in earlier.
マーク・ホワイ
That's just logged on and that's it. Oh, shit.
ト友達じゃないでも名前は聞くよ名前はジミ
Hey,
ー・
Dominic.
ホワイトだよね。ジミー・ホワイトは友達。
ジミー・ホワイトは貴族友達いない貴族
Ah, he just said hello. It's funny, isn't it?
Okay. We're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
行きますぜ
Jason, is Ivan ready? All right, we are back for the semifinals. Mark, are you ready for this? Are you excited for some pool?
Oh, thank you so much for the invite, and I'm glad Jim's in the other one because it gives me a chance to get on here and talk about some great pool. What a great match this is going to be. Cannot wait.
I would say two of the hottest players we've had in this entire tournament, Naoki Oi and Ivan Maluso. I would say these two and Conrad have really played exceptional pool from start to finish. Breaking, shooting, everything has been really top notch. It's I'm excited for this one. It's going to be a great day of pool, I think.
Cannot wait.
Well, we are going to get started. We're going to get started right away with Naoki Oi. We will give you the coin flip. Naoki, would you like to call heads or tails? He's going to call heads. All right. Hey, Siri. Flip a coin. It is heads. Naoki, would you like to go first or second?
あれ勝ったことないですかテールズって勝ちだって
Yes. Second. All right, Ivan, that means you are able to go first. So you can get started whenever you're ready. Good luck to both players. Naoki Oi gives his nice customary laugh. He's excited to get started.
Yeah.
All right, and good luck to both players. This is the semifinals. So the loser of this match will get a cool $1,800, and the winner of this match is going to get themselves an opportunity to play for the championship and $5,500. Second place gets
Okay,
$3,000.
good match.
Wow. I'm going to start practicing for the next one.
I think that's the best. I think that's for the best. You don't want to leave out on this one.
Not going to go then. Don't worry, it's not frozen. It's his customary shot routine on the break.
He does move it. He does move it ever so slightly. All right, everybody out there tuning in for the day, please give this stream a share if you would. Help us get out there to more people right away to start off the day.
Oh my God, have you seen that break?
Is that good?
Balls off the break, perfect on the
これは
two.
もう一番いい
Wow.
Beautiful too.
Unbelievable.
You think he showed up late today?
鬼ブレイク
I'm a friend of Ivan's, and we speak quite regularly, and he's really up for this. He really is dedicated. I've watched him practicing every single night on that table there, hour after hour, and it's paying off, isn't it? He really is dedicated to it.
Yeah, if you think that 5 balls on the break with a perfect layout is good, I guess. Wow, it's incredible.
You don't want to miss now, do you? Wow.
These I find are the hardest for me to run out of. The ones that are so easy you can't help but run out of. You still find a way to mess it up. This is like my game in a nutshell right here.
That's why you were there. That's why he's doing what he's doing on the table. Fantastic. What best seats in the house. Everyone on Facebook with us as well.
should say that the format up until this point has been a race to 4 best 2 out of 3 sets. This is going to be a race to 5 best 2 out of 3 sets. So this should be some great pool, lots of great action. We have Mike Gaines out there joining us, Ro Reyes. Welcome to you too. Thank you for sharing. Pretty good, wasn't it?
I think it's probably, I haven't seen a 5 ball in this tournament. You probably have.
I've seen a few of them, yeah. I've actually had one of them yesterday.
Okay.
The final rack against, in his final rack yesterday against, he played Miensko. His final rack was 5 balls. So over to Yuki for his first opportunity. Not too bad.
Not too shabby, mate.
So the issues with Nayuki yesterday was actually his very first shot. He get himself in a lot of trouble on his first shots.
What you mean after taking ball in the hand?
After taking his ball in hand, he was constantly getting himself in trouble, whether he had an easy transition or a hard transition. He was constantly overrunning or underrunning balls. He was, for the most part, he was still getting out of them, but he missed a couple of balls against Wojtek because he wasn't quite getting where he needed to get to on his first shot. Looks to be cleaning that up nicely here. Yeah, congratulations to Wojtek. Signed with Mez today.
Fantastic. Congratulations, mate. Couldn't happen to a nicer person.
Yeah, Wojtek is the best.
Apart from you,
Well, of the humans, he's the best.
he's watching this guy in practice. He doesn't know about it, does he?
Nayuki is one of the most exciting pool players in the entire world to watch, I would say.
His face as well.
He reminds me a lot of he's like a Japanese Joshua Miller. Very similar playing styles.
Yeah.
Sprint around the table, get into their shots really quickly.
Direction, isn't it? Very nice, straight.
Yeah.
Perfect mechanics on every shot, doesn't get lazy with them.
Doesn't really be about when he's walking around to set the balls up, does he? It's like just the business. Get on with it.
Yeah. All right, so that brings it to 1-1 in the very first set. This, like I said, was going to be best 2 out of 3 sets. Let's talk about what people can win today. We are going to be giving away a set of Arcos balls. These are going to be the last set we have, and probably your last opportunity really to win these because they are basically non-existent anymore. We have the Arcos 1 set, which were never released to the public. They were only used at pool tournaments that were using the Arcos ball set, and you can tell that these are the Arcos 1s because it has a pink 4 ball. The Arcos 2 sets of balls has a traditional purple 4 ball. So you could have a piece of billiards history. That is what we're giving away for the rest of the tournament, the last 2 days. Also today we're going to be giving away a free $250 poison jump break cube for whoever donates the most amount of money. So that's a great break. Yeah.
Terrible breaks on the 3 balls this time.
Yeah. So if you're looking for a discount potentially on a really good, high quality poison jump break cube, you might be able to get yourself for pretty cheap for a donation. Plus, all of your entries would still go in for the drawing for the Arco setup balls, as well as these 2 poison tuxedo pool cues that tuxedo pool cues that we are giving away. These were all going to be given away on February 8th. The balls and these 2 cues will be given away on February 8th. So 3 days from now. All of the ways to donate to the stream are on the pinned comments. And if even if you're not interested in donating, I know times are tough for a lot of people, please give the stream a share if you're out there watching. Our viewing figures have been regularly over 100, and we are a little bit below that right now. But it's early in are trying to get it out there right away. So please keep the stream a share if you would. So, Mark, what do you think in this match? Let's find out what everybody else. Who's everybody out there rooting for? If you're rooting for Naoki Oi, let's see you slam the thumbs up emoji. And if you're rooting for Ivan Maluto, let's see a heart emoji. We like to do this just to see where all the fans out there are rooting for and where their heart lies. That is not a pun. Pick the heart.
グローブはピンクだった。完全にゴメスだ。
It's going to come down to one dry break or one miss at the one time. In my eyes, just you can't separate these two, can you?
The way that they're playing right now is oof. Man, I am seeing all hearts. I had Naoki Oi as the hearts, right? No, I had Naoki Oi as the thumbs up. So Ivan Maluto. Everyone's here rooting for Ivan Maluto.
Our great Billy Hall in Abu Dhabi. As you say, high in the skies. Lots of people have stayed up late to watch this as well. The Philippines, very popular in this game.
Rightfully so. This seems to be a true gentleman on and off the blue table.
Just going to say exactly the same thing. Just so humble and hard-working. Just a lovely, lovely man. Not here anything about him. So it looks like it's going to be 2-1.
And a crazy talent. This guy is a crazy talent.
He's improved so much even in the last few months that I've known him. He's just going from strength to strength. Did get a new brake cube not long ago. He suffered for about 2 weeks with it. But not anymore.
Okay.
Right, it's back over to Naoki Oi, ready to break off right here. Both of these players are trained veterans when it comes to the online pool. They know exactly when they're ready to go. Eight ball down to the side. Eight ball down. Where's the 2 and the 7? I think the 2 opened up there just at the end. Yeah, 2 ball goes. So the 4 to the 5, I think, is about. I think that's where most of the work on this rack is going to be. I think 1 ball to the left middle here, following it forward just a little bit. You want to have a good angle, or you want to have a little bit of an angle on the 2 ball, just so you can creep away from the 7 ball, so you're not bringing that 7 ball potentially into play for the 4 ball. Yeah, well, he definitely doesn't want to bump the 7. If he bumps the 7 ball a lot, he might end up getting it tied up with that 10 ball. So if he thinks he can't avoid the contact, I think he'll go into it really hard. If he can see him draw above it, he'll do that. Nice enough.
An angle there as well. He can either run it through, can't he? Stun it across. That's it. Just stun it. Where is he?
I think, well, yeah, he'll probably draw it over to the left side. But if you wanted to follow it forward to and play it to the top left, that's not a bad shot either.
That's a sexy pool.
Sexy fuel, sexy fuel.
Let's see some Paul later on, I imagine, from Jim Telford, Braveheart.
Yes, we will be seeing Jim later. He's got the second match of the day against Conrad Chishishkin. Well, hello from Idaho. Martin Taylor, shout out for Martin Taylor. He's got a share badge above his name.
Shout out from the UK also.
I have a friend that used to live in Idaho.
Okay.
No joke.
2-2. As expected. Who's going to make the first
we can look here at, we'll take a good look at the side view here on this break. This is, it's always good to watch his pre-shot routine. He really emphasizes it every time. He doesn't cut any corners. He's properly always going through it.
Q 斜めってるよね、まだ。
Just those tiny little movements on the break. 8 ball down to the side pocket, 4 ball down to the side pocket. Made both of his wing balls there, and everything is going to open up pretty nicely.
今までで一番難しい。
Conrad will be Conrad.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man.
Already said bye-bye to Katie.
そうだね、儀式っぽいよね。
Still can't believe you said that. Oh, I still can't believe you said that. Where is Ivan Maluto from? Ivan Maluto is originally from the Philippines, but he is now living in Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates. UAE is how it's, I guess, spoken most normally, I think, but it's the United Arab Emirates.
素晴らしいブレードだよね。一番いいんじゃない今のみたいな。
まあ、
スローでもな
I
い。
believe
そうだね、そうだね。
he is as close to a house pro as where he's playing at has. I would know this probably better than I do, Mark.
Yeah. He is.
I think
He's a league with the manager, of course. There's a few little players
まあ、当たってる時はゴースト、
Female
パス
player
の
as
し
well.
たり、あの、
San Jose. Very good player also
あ
for
れ
the
でも
Pino.
もっと強いもんな。
あるよ、強いね。ゴーストはもうちょっと
Good singer.
ちょっと弱いからね。そのちょうどまた間の、
そうだ
まあ、テ
ね。
ーブルだろうな。
うん
でもこのブラックダイヤモンドはいいね。
He's actually
クッション速いから走るよね。
これで9触るからちょうどいいよ。触んね
Oh, he's just,
Ooh.
he just stabbed that. Didn't really cue it nice, did he? Looked like he was afraid of it.
yeah, he kind of chopped at the cue ball is what I call that.
Yeah.
引きに行った
You
んじゃ
just
ない
kind of throw your tip at the cue and cue ball and hope for the best.
Yeah, he's wasn't a nice stroke, was it? Still fancy him to get this though.
Yeah, he looks good. I mean, just a tiny twist of high outside spin here, so that once it gets off that rail, it'll come off of the top cushion to the right of the 6 ball. So that way, when he gets down table, he doesn't have to worry about getting hooked. Just a tiny little twist of he's going to put low on instead of that. No, he's got low right on. So just a tiny little twist of right hand spin.
デニスっぽいからね。
Oh,
確か
wow. Well, what that allows you to do is it allows you to do a little bit harder. Your cue ball has more time to die out.
It allows you to get your cue, complete the stroke as well, doesn't it? That's what I like about it. It makes you allows that shot. Otherwise, the chance deceleration, and you're just trying to roll the ball and hold it.
Yeah, shout out to Martha Levine. She won a Tyler Steyer signed cue ball yesterday. She's in the comments saying she can't wait to get it. Well, I can't wait to
に。
send it
つ
out.
くのでも。ね。
Moment.
と
Throw it, couldn't you? Could you throw it that far? Where does she live?
I don't know if I can throw it
まあ
across.
入れ方いいんだ
Yeah,
な。
mate.
うん。いいじゃん、すごいな。
Get a carrier pigeon. I can like tape it to the back of a pigeon and send it that way.
Stall pigeon, palm pigeon.
7 past the 10. It must if he's gonna leave it there. Oh yeah, it definitely goes. So he'll be playing short side on the 9 ball here. His cue ball will be
あなた問題ない。
probably right in between the 2nd and 3rd diamond on the bottom left side of the pocket.
俺の問題
He wants to be nice and close to the 9 ball without getting too uncomfortably close, but he'll want to get tidied up to this pretty closely, I think. Left a little bit short.
おおおお。これは嫌だ
Did
よ
you。kind of see the way he shot that? He kind of swung his cue after he shot that. Did you see that?
I think
No,
he did
yeah,
it
well,
nervous
no,
at the moment.
I think he's very nervous. Yeah.
動いてくる
I think he's a little bit nervous. He underhit the heck out of that one.
あでもブレイクがないやっぱり
It's the second in the back, isn't it? I wouldn't mind playing this nervously.
Yeah, well, if I played half as good in the most comfortable, I'd be okay with it.
Yeah. Something like when this settles down. Then.
いいスピードだね
Beautifully done. Beautifully done.
It's the five.
You are welcome. You are welcome, Michael. If you would like to give back in a small way for the stream, please share the stream if you would. That's we're always going to have a free stream here. We always want to build pool, not isolate pool.
OK
But the best way for us to grow and for us to I guess help this industry grow is to get it out there to as many people as can possibly see it. So please share the stream out there if you would, and then you get our love and admiration as well. And that's worth a lot, right, Mark?
So much left to give.
We'll see. 4 and 8 ball down to the 7 ball, 9 ball down to 12, 6 ball as well.
In the making as well. Wow.
えい
4 balls, is that good?
It's like a horse.
Yeah. It's not 5.
So that's perfect position, isn't it? One ball. And we need to move it an inch or so. Let's change the time now.
Yeah, he'll just elect to draw straight back.
Just move it fractionally awkward, I guess. Position we'd love to be. It's going to be a bit near the tumble, so we have to draw it much to make it long.
I think I like going. Well, I was gonna say I kind of like following it and just getting pretty close straight in on it, because then you could easily hold it. Now you're gonna have to really kind of twist it and hit it a really good speed to control the slide of the cue ball to get that stop shot exactly where it needs to be. Unless he's, I think here you probably just punch it and go over and back though.
I think it's going to hold this. And get a drag shot in the ball from
Really well hit there.
Get hold of that.
Corner. Oh, the 7 ball.
Wants to slide past it. Oh, he's caught it.
He's okay. Throws his hand up. That's a very customary thing in the U.S. We can just like giggle and point at our opponents and laugh at them because we got to roll and make it. The Asian cultures apologize for stuff like that. That's him throwing up his hand. I personally prefer the American way. I like to laugh at my opponent's bad rolls.
えい
3-3.
So I guess the balls are going down off this break.
そうそうプレッシャーかかるよ
I'll tell you what, we got a pretty good start to the match.
Start to the semi-finals.
And of course, this is going to be one of 2 matches we will be streaming today. The second one will be between Konrad Shushishkin versus Jim Telfer, the famed Polish man, versus the orphaned
Scotchman.
Dutch player. Well, that's a perfect example of what is he?
Scotch, I think he's Scotch.
He's more of a wine. Four ball and 8 ball. 5 ball's got a chance.
6 balls in.
Oh, really poor effort out of Ivan here. Only 3 balls.
It's going downhill.
すごいね
すごいね
ポコポコポコポコ入るよあれがいい感じに見えち
can't see me.
力入んないからね。
I love how Ro is getting into the
よくたどり着いた。
well, the closest that she can get to shaming.
Nice, isn't she? That's
Yeah,
too
she-
much naming of naming.
Yeah,
Bless
just gently prodding, please. I love it.
Letting your team viewer password, she'll probably do it for you. She's so nice.
That's what I should start doing for these streams. Oh jeez, James Jack is here, and he doesn't even have a share badge above his name. Clown show has arrived.
I don't know this guy. I haven't privilege yet. Should I be worried?
Yes, you should be very, very worried. He's a funny guy, him. To hang out with him every year at the Moscone Cup, pretty much. Always a
奥で聞い
pleasure.
てるのはあれじゃん、アルバレスでしょ。
Although the first
Double
3 beers I think are going to be on
simultaneous.
him this year because he's not sharing.
違うか。
Some
取ってんの違うの。もっと子供だったの。
あ、そう。
うん、確か。
also shoot beers.
Oh, there's a lot of people who owes. Wojtek, I think, owes me about 40 at this point. Jim owes me about 3.
Might get a half from him, not a full pint.
Oh, I'll get him out of him. I'll get him out of him if I gotta beat him out of him.
This is the 5. This is going to be 4-3. In it goes.
What I need to start doing though is I need to find all the people who do all my enforcement in the chat with sharing. I need this that could be the incentive to all the people that do that. I'll like send them a t-shirt. Good idea. James, I've seen you drink. You can't handle 5 beers. Well, Ryan, if you're going to go to the Moscone Cup, let me know. We will get you in with the Queue It Up group. I think we're going to be ordering 40 tickets for the Moscone Cup for the Queue It Up section. So if you want to sit with the rest of the Queue It Up fans or groupies or I don't know, whatever you want to call them, we will be having
Always a try.
9 ball. But look at that 3 ball. As Jim would say, that's stinky. Although maybe it slides by the 8 ball. Yeah, I guess it does look like it slides by the 8 ball, doesn't it?
Goes, it goes. No problems there. So 2 to 3. Can go here then. So short, isn't it? 3 ball.
Well, Ro, you are more than welcome to jump in with us as well. We had we had a couple celebrities actually that were going to jump in, if we can say celebrities in the pool world. Jennifer Beretta had reserved one of the seats for the Queue It Up group last year for London. Of course, that never went through. But I'll have to send her a text and see if she's interested again this year.
I'd love to meet Jennifer. Monica Webb.
Monica Webb is. I've never really met Monica Webb once, but she seems so nice. Jennifer, however, I can speak to her because I've met her several times. Jennifer is probably the most chill and real person in the entire pool community in the U.S. Oh, she is like, she would like they say like the generic like they would give a shirt off their back. Like Jennifer literally would do anything for anybody. And she is like the most. She'll stop and talk with you if you're a fan. She'll give you advice along the way. She'll literally do just about anything for the pool. She really is a great person.
she modeling all that kind of stuff in the past?
Yeah, she's lived a lot of lives in the pool world.
Yeah.
Or I should say in the real world. Pool being one of them. Thank you, Edward Cable, for getting the share badge above your name. Callum, you have to share it publicly, so there's like the option for share it to your friends or share it publicly. If you share it to your friends, you won't get the share badge, but if you share it publicly. Well, I think I just sold, or I think I just got about another 7 people involved with our section, so maybe I'm gonna have to order 50 or 60. Jennifer, unfortunately, is not going to be playing in the women's VG9. Unfortunately, she's pretty busy with some stuff going on in life right now, and just doesn't have the time to practice or play. It sounds like.
Have you got Margaret in it?
Margaret is in it. I can't be telling you everybody that's in it. People gotta watch.
Yeah, but you know, just give us a little teaser every now and then.
Well, Margaret's as your teaser. And Jennifer's not. Man, Naoki Oi and Ivan Maluto have showed up to play some pool today. Look at this performance we're getting out of this.
We're already into sudden death potential, aren't we, really?
Martha, Naoki Oi, I don't think ever played Tyler last time. Naoki Oi played in the playoffs against Alex Kazakis in the very first round and lost last time. And this time he had the bye and then beat Wojtek. So Tyler didn't play in this one at all. First time, I don't think Tyler and Naoki were in the same group. Although if he told me that he was, I'd probably defer, but I honestly don't remember.
Again, just 2 balls off the front.
So at this point, we're effectively in sudden death, basically. Carly, well, we don't actually know where the Moscone Cup's going to be this year. It looks like we know that the dates are set for, so I believe it's the 4th through the 8th of December. Does that sound right, Mark?
Yeah, but we do know where the cup will stay. It will stay in the UK, of course, regardless of where the tournament is held. It will be, of course, but the cup is staying with Europe, I guess.
Oh, so you're just saying that the US can't win? Is that what you're saying?
I'm just trying. Going with you. I'm trying to G you up a little bit.
Can't get working up about anything. Except your camera's not working.
No, I didn't say. Oh, look at this. It's the first mistake of the match so far. He's hooked himself on the 2.
Oh my goodness. That's a big mistake right there.
That's a huge mistake.
And he did not have to get that close either. I mean, he could have, and by close, I mean close to the 7 ball. If he would have sent his cue ball further down table to the left of the 6 ball, he'd have the same exact shot, but he wouldn't have to worry about hooking himself. I mean, anytime you do something like this, it's just a simple overload shot. But I think this one goes to scheduling or planning more than goes to just making an error.
No, I just saw it. Somebody actually smoking a
4.
cigarette in there.
Oh, come in.
There is the first mistake and no chance for, well,
I got a feeling we're going to see Naoki Oi do a little hop and a skip on its way to breaking these balls out of excitement.
here he goes.
Naoki Oi is probably the most colorful pool player in the entire world. If you've never seen his interview at, was it the World Pool Masters where he did the Apple Bear routine?
Yes,
I believe it was the World Pool Masters. He's one of the funniest guys in the entire world. And you know, to be honest with you, it's genius. It's an absolute genius move on his part because now, every single time he has an interview, he goes viral. And because he'll go viral, that means the matchroom has to keep him around, basically just for the one guaranteed viral moment he'll have.
female player Yuki Hirogachi, who of course is a great character as well, and she used to put a panda head on before her matches at the end for
Oh my.
as well. Tremendous. Such a great girl, and she's got the same sort of skip around the table as well, mate. Always laughing and smiling.
Ken Smith, do you guys raffle off tickets to the Moscone Cup? No, but that actually is, well, the problem with doing that is the tickets to the Moscone Cup are the cheapest part about the trip. So, I mean, I'll be ordering 40 to 50 of them whenever they're available. I was going to order 40 of them. Well, I was originally going to order 30 of them, and then I had 25 people, or I had 25 tickets spoken for within the first week of having them. So I upped it to 40, and now I think about 7 people have said that they want them as well. So I might even up it to 50.
That's the cheapest part of the trip. Why don't you just do a trip instead of the ticket? Somebody else, wouldn't it? I think that's what you should do.
Well, maybe that's not a terrible idea. We could try it, maybe. But yeah, I guess I'm not. Certainly, especially if I have some that are unspoken for, I am absolutely willing to raffle off some of those tickets that I'm going to be getting. The issue is more about, I guess, paying for the rest of the trip. The tickets are the cheapest part of it. It's actually very, very reasonable to get to the Moscone Cup. In the U.S., I think it's about $200 for all 4 days, and I think in Europe it's even cheaper still. I think it's about £100.
It's about 90 quid, £90, yeah. I had somebody trying to sell me tickets and they couldn't go, and of course they couldn't go ahead, so they got a refund anyway. So I didn't go into it right. Head down the rail then. And across the face of the tent, and this is more than like this.
Michael Lubrin, you've been sharing but no share badge. So when you share, make sure that there should be a little thing underneath your name that says privacy, and it'll be public, or it'll be friends only, or it'll be something. Make sure that that is set to public. Once that's public, you get the share badge. And Cody, maybe you should pay attention so you get it too. Boom.
Yeah.
Wow. Great performance out of Naoki Oi. 5 straight racks in a single. You did say that it's going to come down to one mistake.
It's a bad one, wasn't it? Well, just gutted.
Well.
Kicking himself over that. Because it
Yeah,
was
pressure
such
かかったね。
a
よかったね。
ball,
危ないね。
wasn't it? It was 1-2.
Yeah. So we're going to take just a small step away. We're going to get the second set ready to go. Use this as an opportunity. Please share the stream if you have not done so already. Get yourself that sharing badge so we don't have to get our shaming badge. All right. Also, if you would like to donate to the stream, we're giving away a lot of amazing prizes. We're giving away. So basically, you have 2 days left to get your entries in for these 2 beautiful Predator tuxedo
レー
bookies.
ルギアの9 ボ
We're
ールのコ
giving
ント
away
ロール
these
が
on February
結
8th.
構難しいんだ
We're
よ
also giving
クロス
away
が
a set of
新しいからさ
never
ちょっと入ったら
before
さピッと動いちゃ
Predator
うから
Arcos 1 spool balls. These were never released to the public. The only way you can get them is if you know a tournament director that used them for their tournaments, or if you have it in with Predator. And these have a pink 4 ball, so they're unique from the Arcos 2 balls that are out right now. They are basically at this point a piece of billiards history at this point. So,
2番にしたら
this might be the last opportunity. Pretty much the world has to get them. There's not very many of them made, and there's very few of them even left. So if you would like a set of those, or if you would like the Predator Tuxedo pool cues, or what we're doing is we're giving away a $250 Poison Jump break cue for the largest donation of the day. So whoever donates the most amount of money today is going to win themselves a free $250 jump break cue. Currently there is a 3-way tie for that between Kenneth Jones, Sponda Steffens, and Alberto Sanchez. So currently there's a 3-way tie for the largest donation of the day, and that is at $25. $75. So theoretically, a $30 donation right now would win you a $250 pool if nothing else changes. Pretty good value right there. All right, we're going to take just a small step away here. We'll be back in just a second for the second set of the match.
Yes, donate.
Pretty good.
This match, wasn't it?
Oh my goodness. Nayuki, oi, so good. He's just coming back from the restroom.
So who goes first this set?
So far,
Nayuki oi
so
goes first
good.
this set.
なんだって
So good って書いてるよ。
俺
うますぎ。
No. So he's got the
皆さん応援ありがとうございます1回目取りました最後の辺のジアだったね
でもあの7をね警戒してやっぱり抜けあるよね。
抜けあるよ
あったからね。
あるある
絶対抜けない方で、
絶対抜けない方に行くよね、抜いた方が終わりだもん8位抜いた方がマシだよね、ね
Let's see here. What am I doing with that?
今の俺なら戦場のカメラマンになれるよ
I don't want to be cute on podcast. I want to be Nate.
死ぬわけにはいかないっつって10秒
There we
だけ
go. Now I'm
み
Nate.
たいなさ後のことは考えない
No, I'm not Nate still.
What do you mean?
ルンバ
Oh,
踊り
Ah,
踊りたいね
yeah, I'm trying to comment as Nate, but not as cute on podcast. Struggling to do so.
そう5先の2先です
Pretty full on day today I've got. I've already done 2 commentaries this morning.
But not as good as this.
No. Done a good one yesterday.
デイヒーさん
The
眠
day
たい
before
のに頑張っ
yesterday,
てる
Roman
な
Heidler. Wow.
Roman's a good player.
Done 6 racks to make 8 points. 4 gold runs, 4 15s and
喋ることない
2 silvers. Unbelievable.
言うことないですよ。
Pretty good.
Great, he's just awesome.
That must be the sharpshooter forming.
Yeah, it was the sharpshooter. He starts the what do you call it? He starts the 1 hole draws actually tomorrow. The draw for the doubles, for the Scotch doubles. The team, you know, the World Cup of
元気なんだけどね。
え
元気なんだけど眠たいよね。
how
5時
肩が凝りますよ。
ねこの椅子の感じとさ結構肩こんだよね手痛いしさ
Those tournaments
Well,
are
that would have been
absolute
it.
jokes.
まあね
う
アラブのビリヤード場
The
の
players
光
are
景でもあり
wearing
ますか
thin
ら
on them. Well,
いいビリヤード場だよね
半端じゃないよね
半端じゃないこんな日本のビリヤード場にありえないよねダイヤモンド何台だろう
prize
ね
pools are
全部
bad.
ダイヤモンドだよ。
全部トーナメントエディション
すごいね。
で8台ぐらいだろうね
あー
ほんでさめっちゃ高層ビルじゃねこれ
そうだね。
ね25階とかだよね
ああ下あれだよね。車バンバン通ってる。
バンバン通ってるのねでガラス張りで
one
こんなとこじゃ殺し屋に狙われやすいけどな
うん。
All right, well,
250人も見てる。
one more added.
Well, yeah.
Go back live.
これが見てる人の数。
そうそうさっき300人ぐらい
That's
言ってたね
incredible, man.
すごいね皆さん本当こんな遅くにすいません
Yeah, I mean, that's why I love working with Jim so much. Is we've
明日に備え
been
て寝て
working
くだ
together
さい
for
皆
about
さ
a
ん。
year now, and we've never
意味
had
がわか
a
んない
single person. I had one.
ちょっと邪魔
一
して。
人でも多くいてくれた方が俺
ちょっと
的にはや
邪
っぱり
魔してみる。
entire time, and it had nothing to do with the event. It was just something
夜
stupid.
景がいいよね
Just
今多分ここ6時間か7時間の時間まだそんなに遅くないんだよね多分7時ぐらいだと思うけど
ずりーな。
no drama.
I
All
don't
right,
know.
let's go back
な
live.
んでやってん
All right, we are.
の？
Oh,
来たわ。やりましょうやりましょう。
all right, we are back. We are here for our second set. Nayuki Oi wins the first set with a perfect set, a 5 for 5, beautiful run up. Ivan made one simple mistake, unfortunately, and that cost him the match. So Nayuki Oi wins the first set 5-4. Nayuki Oi is first to break off in the second set. So Nayuki, whenever you're ready, you
Okay.
can rack your balls up and get us started with the second set.
行ってよ。
And in the meantime, Mark, we're back.
Hey.
I do want to give a thank you really quickly. Sorry, Mark. I do want to give a thank you really quickly to the people who did send in donations to the stream. Thank you, Shonda Stevens, Kenneth Jones, Ryan Harmson, and Alberto Sanchez. Thank you all very much for your donations for the stream. They help keep us going here, of course. We add $4,000 to this event so that we can lure some of the best pool players in the world, and that money comes from your guys' generous support. And of course, we're not just asking you to give us money. We want you to have the opportunity to win some amazing prizes. So that's why we're giving out the set of Arcos balls, the Tuxedo pool cues. We want you to be able to win some really, really nice prizes, and that's why we're putting them out there for you guys. So thank you very much for supporting and being involved with the future of the tournament. All right, Mark. What are you looking for in this match?
Well, I want it to go one settled, to be honest. I think Ivan's too good a player to go into on that terrible mistake that he made in the first. And he's just made the mistake. Not the settles, no. Something right anyway. What was it?
Ball.
Yeah, it was. That was the third ball.
3 balls off the table.
Not too embarrassed them because the red and the brown are pretty similar sometimes on the table, aren't they? Depending on your eyesight, if you're colourblind or not, of course. I'm just beginning to think if I am colourblind. God, I haven't got a lot to go, mate. I've only got one eye as it is. I go colourblind in it.
A friend of mine actually is colorblind, and so he plays pool, and he plays pretty top pool too. He actually just kind of walks up to the balls and looks at the number on them. That's the Arcos balls actually have a number on one side and a cougar on the other side, and so he can only identify balls that basically have the number on the way up. So he's like, we're playing 10 ball at a tournament last weekend, and he's walking around to the sides of the balls, just kind of trying to look under them, seeing what he can see from the balls. And sometimes he just has to ask.
Yeah.
Sometimes he just has to ask his opponent which ball is which, so that he can figure out which ball to play positioning on. If the cougar's straight in the air, it's
watch this. An angle on this fork ball. He'd love to
he
draw.
overran this.
He's almost done the same. He's leading it, isn't he? To draw into the 9 and the 8 here and leave himself in the 5. That's what he's looking for. But that was a dangerous shot he just played there.
I don't agree with you.
Huh?
I don't think he was trying to do that. When he hit the shot, if you go back and watch that, you watch him, he's like, oh my goodness, what have I done? As he's watching the cue ball come back, he's like kind of coming off to the side like, oh no, and then it gets past.
Well,
and then he's
okay though, isn't it, Nate?
then, well, now he's probably thinking, well, this turned out to be really good, but he's got to get his cue ball above. He's got to clip off one of the balls and get his cue ball actually down table, because it doesn't do him any good to just run into these balls here. He'll have a shot on the 5 ball that he can't really get onto the 6 ball with, so he has to get the cue ball up table.
I'd love to take the 8 out of the corner.
And he's not going to get up table.
That's okay.
So-
Horse for the 6.
Yeah, the 6 ball's yeah, the best he can look for now, from what it looks like, is I mean, the best he can hope for at this point, it looks like, to get his cue ball right about in this area, and that's going to leave a pretty tough 6 ball. So that's no good.
Just wondering, would he go all round? I'm not sure he can cue to the right hand side or the cue ball here, can he?
It's pretty tough to tell. Let's take a look at the side, and maybe the side will give us a little bit more to look at.
Just a shot for the side, actually. He's going all around the house. He goes and he's played it.
What a shot.
He's played it perfectly. Just avoid the scratch. Doesn't want to scratch. He's going to scratch it. Oh.
Oh, I love how worked up we get.
I feel like I'm playing the shot. I thought it was my shot. Sorry,
No, you're all good. Martha asks the question, do the donations today put you in the drawing for the Arcos balls? Yes, they do. The donation for today puts you in a drawing for the Arcos balls, as well as the Tuxedo pool cues. So both of those. And if you wanted to donate a little bit more, and try to win the poison jump break you. Those, if you won that poison jump break you, then you not only get the poison jump break you, but you also get all of the entries into the Arcos and Predator tuxedos.
Do you know, all this position he's in now, this is such a difficult run out now, all because he played the shots to the 5 wrong, and it hasn't been in position, has he, since then?
Yeah, you needed to clip off one of the edges of the balls to get up table.
He's missed it by a lot. Wow. There's drama. Well, yes, there is drama in the commentary box. There's also drama on the table now.
Well, that's the first mistake for Naoki there. Joey Ryan, shout out to Joey Ryan, the best podcaster out there in the pool world. Check out his podcast. Even though he didn't share the stream, he doesn't have a share badge, but we'll give him a shout out. Anyways, Joey, check out Pool Player Podcast. Yeah, I don't know how many times you've told me that listening to my podcast has put you to sleep. Still don't know if it's a compliment.
It got me off the sleeping pills, just to put it that way. Eight and 4 bounce again. 5 balls going to go. Is it? No. 1 ball, 6 balls gone. It's okay.
Good here.
Humble,
Balls off it again.
再現性が高すぎる。
Just needs to be good enough on this 2 ball. Doesn't look like the 3 ball passes the 5, so he's going to have to play the 3 in the same pocket as the 1 ball. So he's going to want to be as straight in as possible. On this 2 ball, find the right feet. I don't even know where I'm going. Flipping all over the place.
Straight as he can. Draw straight, draw back. Through into the same pocket as the 1.
Joey, you need to share it. To get the share badge, you need to share it publicly. Not, I think you'll just have to take a little bit thinner on the 2 ball or the 3 ball, I think. But I think he should be able to draw back basically right at the 3. Oh yeah, he had plenty of angle to work with. Well, if you like perfect shots and you get that good.
Nothing to do. Keyboard. Draw right in English. Just centre ball. Chris. Hello, Chris. A little bit short there, wasn't he? Just a bit of deceleration there, just gesticulating with his arm that he didn't get the cue through. He didn't. Just a little bit.
I see a lot of amateur players. They'll go into the 10 ball here, and what they'll do is they'll go off the bottom side of it and get themselves in a lot of trouble here. I like just going to the bottom rail first. Just time it nicely. Just go to the bottom rail, come back out.
He didn't. Wow. So, it was very conservative.
I mean, I get the allure of going into the 10 ball there because you're pushing it towards a pocket. You're kind of using it to stop the cue ball, but it just takes just a little bit of twist in the wrists to make it narrow big enough to get yourself underneath the 9 ball there. It's just not worth the risk personally. I think just going to the bottom rail and back up, the position from the 9 to the 10 is about as easy as you could ask for. They're right next to each other, so I like to just play the shot there to never make a mistake.
He who never made a mistake, never made anything.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Naoki Oe is breaking the balls like a monster.
Dramas here. straightforward, isn't it?
Well, he didn't have much drama last time either, but he invented some.
Yeah, well, you have to, don't you? You have to make it up as we go along here. There's no script with Paul, is there?
Needs to draw back, get close to the 5 ball without getting uncomfortably close to it.
Like last time. That was the start of the downfall, wasn't it? He shot to the 5 ball last time. He's gone close to it again here. He loves that 5 ball, doesn't he?
It keeps drawing underneath. But this one's going to be okay. No balls to run into, so he's going to be able to maintain his angle on the 5, no problem. So now the only question is, will he play the 7 ball to the left middle or the left corner, bottom corner? I think he probably plays his position on the 6 ball to be able to get down for the 7 to the left middle.
It's the safest way to go, isn't it?
Edward Hoffman undefeated for almost a year. Oh, it'd be sad if it wasn't a drought.
Right, play that one brilliantly, did he? I know he can still no problem. You probably have to go around 3 rails here, though.
Yeah, I think so too. I actually don't even hate banking this ball here. But that is,
So crazy.
well, if you know your tables, in the U.S. we like to play a lot of bank pool, so I think we're a little bit more seasoned, maybe. Maybe not even seasoned is the right word. Maybe just a little bit more courageous when it comes to our banking.
Yeah, I mean, it's what you know, isn't it? I'm from a snooker background, and the bank is your last resort.
Yeah.
Whatever you think about.
The only time you ever bank the balls in snooker is when you're basically just throwing a red at a pocket to play safe. And instead of wasting your inning, you're going to throw a shot out there that doesn't really exist. Although I'll tell you what, there's some compilation videos of Ronnie O'Sullivan banking the balls pretty well.
Yeah,
Mark Selby as well. He banks the balls pretty well.
he's a pool player, isn't he? He was UK.
Yeah.
Well, he was English 8-ball champion, so he comes from a pool background. Probably is the best banker in snooker. So his wife also female world champion at pool. It's double because in snooker and also bank.
There's nobody in the background to prove that he's not frozen. 4 ball down. Ready to go again. He's 1 and the 3 ball are always table, and his 2 ball seems to always end up down table. So when he doesn't make his 1 ball or the 3 ball, he's got to do a lot of traveling up and down the table.
That's very true what you said. It is the only time you play bank is when you're out of position in snooker. It is a last resort.
Joey Ryan, that's pretty true, man. If you're a good banker, that just means you don't play good enough positioning, and that's why I am such a good jumper. I think I jump the balls pretty well, and it's because I can't play position with the crowd.
How tall are you, Nate?
I am 6'2".
Wow.
I think that turns into like 1.6 meters. I think is what it is.
Yeah, well, we use feet and inches as well.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you're a good jumper as well. A little bit of height must be good for you.
Nope. Whenever people tell me stuff like that, I actually challenge them to a competition where I jump from one knee. Anytime you want, pal, I'll play from one knee jumping. Height helps. I'm certainly not gonna argue it doesn't help, but it is nowhere close to being everything. I mean, some of the best jumpers in the world are, well, Filipinos, and Filipinos are. when have you ever seen a Filipino over 6 foot?
Never.
When have you ever seen one over 5'6"? They're nuts.
Gary's asking, what can we tell you about Milito? I can tell you, I think he's 30 years old. He's from the Philippines, of course. And he doesn't even have Fargo ranking. He's come on the scene a bit like Efren Reyes did back in the day, right? When, I'm not saying he came across with a different identity or anything, he just came across as an unknown. And since he's arrived in Abu Dhabi, where he's playing in the Power Break Billiard Hall, he really, really has improved. And you're going to be seeing a lot of this guy, as you can probably tell from the way he's playing up. And he's got such great temperament as well, the typical Filipino way of playing. He's great, he's absolutely awesome. And he cues well most of the time, just a little bit nervous sometimes. But, you know, this is new territory for Ivan.
Playing to a camera, a little red flashing light it's really hard to do. It's really tough to do. You wouldn't think it'd be intimidating, but playing to a little red flashing light is, oof, it's a tough one.
Try to stay clear of red lights. It's a little bit short here. Shouldn't be any problem though. Just one of them little niggles, isn't it, where you think, oh, I didn't quite cue that right.
チャンネル何チャンネル
Deceleration maybe.
勝ち
So
ゼロ
this
じゃん
one then to take a 2-1 lead in the second set. Yes, again.
Edward Hoffman says Naoki Oi is the best I've ever seen with a jump cue. Yeah, Naoki Oi jumps the balls really well. Fedor Gorst is another one that I think most people knowledgeable of the game that you asked is who's the best jumper you think in the game. I think most people are going to answer with Fedor at this point. Damianos Gilarakis is also a great jumper of the ball. He's actually built basically a social media following off of basically his jump cues and his unique jump shots.
He's a genius jumper, he is. It's all right in the female game as well. Jasmine Ocean, what's the jumper she is?
Yeah, she hits him really well.
She played 2 in a row in the competition I was commentating once, and they were just, I think Predator are going to use those shots for them. It was their show reel, already made an advert for the Predator. I think it was the Air 2 she was using at the time.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
I was actually watching that one live.
That was great, wasn't it? That was my commentary, mate. Was it all right?
Is this you fishing, or do you want an answer for that?
No, I mean, my worst critic, I am.
I'm just kidding, pal. I gotta bust you a little bit, right? Have fun with it.
Just bust me. With the information on you guys in the chat. From Rose is 5'10", same as me. That is tall, isn't it? He doesn't look 5'10", does he?
To be honest, I've never actually seen Efren Reyes in real life. I don't even know if he really exists. Is he real?
I think
I've never seen him.
he's got a few doubles, or should I say bankers.
Well, I should give an update now. Michael Johnston, thank you for your donation. You are the new leader for the Poised to Jump Break You. So that breaks the 3-way tie we had for the Poised to Jump Break You. And of course, this is a $250 jump break you, which will be given away free to whoever donates the most. So usually that turns into a pretty decent investment for one player, but usually, well, pretty much always, you get it well below market value, plus you get lots of entries into drawings. Yes, my very distant cousin exists. I thought it was like Santa Claus. You hear a lot about him, and you hear about the allure and the legend, but it just doesn't really exist.
What?
And I know that's a surprise to both you and Mike Gainsmark, but he just doesn't exist.
I've seen him.
No, doesn't exist.
It's only once a year. Try and get your eye on it. Two players in the trap, neither of them. Real deal.
Oh yeah, I probably should start with the new highest bid, shouldn't I? The new highest bid currently is at $50.
Explodes into action. Just the two balls this time, I think it is.
Wow. It's a very, very poor effort out of Ivan. Very poor effort. Only two? Very. Not even sure why this guy keeps playing the game. He's only going to break in two balls with the perfect wide open layout. And what's the point?
I'm playing the 2-4-5 combo here for sure.
I'm playing the.
I was doing a bungee jump.
Oh man, this is Ivan. I mean, it's Joey Ryan asked, what can you tell me about Ivan Maluto? And we've been asked that question so many times since the start of this tournament. And it's fitting. I had never heard of him before this tournament started. And all the guy does is just run out from everywhere. And when he's not running out, he's talking about how lucky he got and how he's so fortunate to have the rules he got. And he's just an absolute gentleman of the game, and it just seems to be just the exact ambassador we want to have for this game.
I think it's African Ray's his son in disguise, personally. He's got a bit of a shot to do here, isn't he? Twice across, mate, here, don't you think? Yep.
Yeah, you're going to have to. Didn't really have I think a better option there was probably to play the two ball into the side pocket as well. But he was happy to take a little bit easier on the transition so that he could make a little bit tougher of a transition, I guess, here. Kind of just kicking the can down the road.
Oh no, he's hit the 9. He missed it. He went the wrong side of it. He played to go behind the 9, didn't he? So he misjudged that. Out. Okay, tricky one along the rail. Getting position on the 4, of course. He's also got
ドラちゃんだったら何パーセント入る？
これ無謀だね。
そんなに下がっちゃうの？
下がるねこれ。
あ、そう。日本一レスト前なの？
このレストでしょ、さらにちょっと高いんだよ、俺が使いたいところ。ちょっと水平にして。五分五分だよこれ、本当。そう、タッチだったらね、絶対入るけど、ちょっと浮いてるでしょ、ダイヤモンドだから。一番上乗っけてる？お、これ抜けるぞ、これ。
スクラッチが怖いね、一番。それ抜けた。置くとこ間違えてる。
If you watch the way, if you back that up and watch that, he didn't even like swing his arm. He swung his body at that one. That's yeah, that one was. I mean, he'll watch. If he watches that back, he'll realize he really blundered there. I mean, that's not a mistake that he should be making right there. He was not even trying to use form there.
This shows, mate, doesn't it, that the lack of practice that a lot of pool players that just don't bother since the invention of the extensions. They just tend to get the extensions out all the time. They don't get the time practicing with the rest. And that's an awful shot he's played there. I'm sorry to say, it was an awful shot.
Well, I think that's a lot of nerves coming into the shot. Ultimately is.
Oh, and look at this! Look at this!
And then Naoki Loy hits him right off the hook.
Straight back in. What a let off that is. I feel like Christmas. Santa has come. It does exist.
タイムリーだね。
Wow. Not in Japan, it doesn't apparently. That's a really tough one for Naoki. And Naoki Oi did go first here, so that was basically to get back in serve. So now Ivan still leads by a game.
Abu Dhabi do.
Abu Dhabi do. Is that the same as Scooby Dooby Doo?
Yeah, exactly. Or, of course, the Flintstones, the Yabba Dabba Doo. Fred Flintstone.
Probably in somebody's gas tank,
そうだ
I
ったよな
guess.
もう全然蹴られそうにないしね
I feel like he's probably refined oil by now. As with all of the dinosaurs.
でもそのうち出そうだよね。だって難しいもんね。連絡
The
とも
cool god said, "Give me that cue ball." Eight down, four down.
Now is the time Ivan really needs to compose himself, just take a few deep breaths, calm down. The enormity of this situation he's in is getting to him. It's a huge
今2バン
event
か
for him. They're one step away. Let's not forget about the money side of it as well, because this is big prize money on it.
あこれで取られ
This is
て
big prize
そうだ
money.
ね
Yes.
Huge, and
Come on,
for remote pool as well, for online pool, it's massive.
Well, it is the largest prize pool in a virtual pool history. Although it's tied, I guess, because the first one that we did also had the same prize pool. $18,000 is given away during this event.
On all the records, don't you?
I just want them all. I don't want them all. I just want I want the players to be able to make a living, even if they can't go out to pool tournaments. And if they can't do it by playing at events, I want them to be able to do it by playing in virtual events. And having these players play 2 weeks straight for the opportunity at $1,000 in prize money is just, I'm sorry to say, it's just a joke. These players are worth more than that. They haven't spent their entire lives refining a game and a skill to then be asked to play for peanuts. I mean, I guess that's how I feel about it.
国に置く場所によって違うよね
Why is that? Why is golf
相当湿気ないでしょ
big prize money and this isn't? Is it the reputation that it's got? Is it just a bar game? That's how it's seen by some people. I don't know what it is, but one thing is for sure, we are going to do all we can to grow this great game and give the players what they deserve, because they work as hard, if not harder. I mean, golf is just to walk around a nice course, isn't it, for a couple of hours?
最後取りに行くんだちょっと変なとこ出してるけど
Well, I'll tell you this. It's for me personally, it's a lot easier to get up and walk downstairs so that I could go take a nice stroll through nature than it is to wake up and go walk around the pool table for a while. I mean, pool is I think pool is a lot harder to motivate yourself to do it when you don't want to do it than golf is, personally. So it's I mean, it's even more impressive that these players are the level that they are.
They're in the smoky atmospheres before smoking bans and things like that. Oh, those were the days. I smoked 20 a day and never smoked.
Okay.
Yeah, right. That's exactly right. Yeah, growing up as a kid, I was growing up in the bars from about age. Probably I was in the bars about 4 to 6 was when I really started going and playing the game.
AM or PM?
Age. And when I was a kid, there was smoking in bars still, and about almost I think when I turned about 13 or 14 is when it became illegal in Wisconsin.
So long ago. 14 years ago, maybe, right?
55, yeah. Wait, what?
Yeah, I like that. Who was it that said golf is a good walk spoiled? I think somebody said that, didn't they?
A good walk spoiled.
Walk spoiled. Also said, any club that would have me as a member, I don't want to be a member of. My favourite quotes of ball then. Now here's the tricky one. 2 to the 5. Has to get this right. He's probably going to... wants to get over the right-hand side of the table, doesn't he? He's just come a little bit too far here. He's reached it. He really has struggled with that 5 ball, hasn't he, today? He's played it great. Well played. He's had a few little brushes with danger, hasn't he? That 5 ball today.
That he has. Side view is going to be a great view for him rolling up into the 7 ball. Be interesting to see if he wants to go to the rail or not. He's not just going to go straight down table. Yeah, he hit this really well. Just draw straight back up. The reason you don't go forward with it is because you can get to that rail, but you can't get to that rail without being a couple, really like realistically about a diamond and a half of the 8 ball. So you have to shoot a long ways away. Nicely done.
Okay.
Score 3-3. It is. If there's one thing that I'm really bad at as a streamer, I don't keep the scoreboard updated very well. Although I was better this event. I'm gonna say I was better this time. I was terrible at it. I was absolutely terrible at it. In fact, I was so bad at keeping the score last time that Jim and Mark both had to start doing it this time just to make sure that they could correct all my mistakes. Bill Askin, shout out to you. Even though you don't have share above your name, tisk tisk, you won one of the prizes today. I don't know if you knew that or not, Bill, but you, yes, you won one of the jump cues today. So you'll have to send me your address via private message. You can either do that to the podcast or you can do it to me personally. But congratulations. Oh no, where's the cue ball? Where's the cue ball?
Oh. Lovely quote I'd like you to say actually. You should say it. Not a Hoffman.
あの湿度75%万が一めじめだね。
あ、そうなんだね。
クーラーが24時間ぐらいついてるな。本
当だよね。
ただだがただだな。つけ放題だよ。
Such problems getting from the
3-3か。3-3でこれで4-3か。
Missed the free ball, didn't he? Last.
Do you have birds chirping in the background?
No.
Yes. I hear birds chirping.
Yeah, I think it was crows. Sort of. One of them, was it?
No, it's a songbird.
No. Oh, yes, I do. You know where I am. I'm in the middle of a field here, in a little horse box. I truly am in a horse box.
You are?
A converted horse box to a gin trailer, and it's empty of gin. I drank it all this morning.
This morning? You waking up and just slamming some back?
よく見るやつ。
Never. Never
Never.
before a
Never.
country.
Oh, I only drink when I commentate.
You can.
But I also only drink. I only commentate when I drink.
Deja vu だよ。
This, however, I know he had almost the same exact 3 ball. This time I would run into the 10 ball because you can do it at such a soft speed.
Deja vu すぎだろ。
Well, you could do it with such a soft speed, right? So that's what he did there. He doesn't have to go into it hard. Before he had to go into it a little bit harder.
That couldn't go wrong, basically.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's really hard to have that one go wrong because you're hitting it at such a soft speed. It takes that risk out of the shot.
He's in pole position here, isn't he? Ivan Melito because he was the second player in the second set. So you'll basically be shooting for.
Yes, he will have at least one swing to win. Yep, he'll have at least one swing to win.
Swing to win. Swing when you're winning.
Edward Hoffman, I like that statement. Many amateur pool players in the U.S. are bilingual. They speak their native language and profanity.
Really nice kick then. He was headed straight for the corner pocket with that cue ball, and he just got a kick. I think it was the one ball that kicked it. So he needs it. Cannot afford to miss it.
Every missed ball or missed opportunity at a point for Naoki will translate to one additional winning opportunity for Ivan. Very important. He continues to have the pressure on Ivan.
So, isn't it, tennis? He dropped his serve in the first rack.
Really nicely done there. A little bit straight, so he can either go forward 2 rails with it, come underneath the 10 ball for the 4 ball, or he could just stop his cue ball, which I think is a better opportunity, better option. Just drop back just a little bit.
You should play this game.
I might
at least teach you.
maybe someday. This is just a high ball hit coming off the left or the right rail. Probably want to hit 2 rails here. I think he'll hit underneath the 6 ball.
So is the 6 coming into it? Doesn't want to coach that, does he? A little bit of English in it, did he? A little bit of left hand. I don't know.
Just a little twist of it, maybe.
Just a little smidge.
So, if he thinks a 6 ball passes the 9, he'll come above it. But I think he'll probably put some inside spin on and come underneath, in between the 6 and the 10. He came up above it. He's gonna get there.
It's okay. It does go, but it's just that little niggle of the 9. A little niggly 9 there. Can just distract you slightly. So he takes his angle, keep his eye on that angle, forget the 9 ball.
His aiming point here is actually the first diamond, which sounds weird, and he hit right at the first diamond. Your aiming point there is actually the first diamond, because players think the center of the pocket is in the pocket there, but the center of the pocket is actually that first diamond when you're that thin on the rail.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's a different conceptual way of visualizing a pocket. You don't look at the center of the pocket usually outside the actual pocket itself, but there are a lot of shots that are actually like that one, for example. The center of the pocket is actually well up the rail a little ways. So when you're aiming, you should be aiming at the center of the pocket pretty much all the time, unless you're trying to cheat a pocket to try to create an angle or something. If you're just trying to pocket a ball as best you can, you should always pretty much aim at the center of the pocket. The center of the pocket there is that first diamond.
Where's the center of the pocket?
Depends on the shot. Changes from shot to shot.
Anyway, that could all be in vain, that run out there, because if Ivan Melito runs out this rack, we will be going 1 set all in the deciding set.
But what it at least does is keep the pressure on.
It does, yeah, it does that as well. So now he knows he's breaking the set.
さっきのスクラッチやったね。さっきのスクラッチやったよ。
誰が？
ブレイクは。
Both of them went hell to hell. 4 to 4, both of them. And last time this was 4 to 4, Ivan was at 4 to 4. He hooked himself and made the only mistake of the set.
He's
そりゃそうだ。
ちょっと
違う様子が変だよ。
キリとしたらここしかないからね、もう。ドライはないんだよな。
ちょっと痩せて見える。
You have a cute up t-shirt, and it is pink. Nobody's moving in the background, so we don't know if he's frozen or not.
saw the traffic moving. Saw the traffic.
鬼のブレイク。
How did you say they are off the ground? 27 floors, did you say?
ヒルか。
Well, I thought that's what it was, but I think I asked today, and he said it was only on the 6th floor.
There must be big floors then.
It looks a lot higher off the ground, doesn't it? You can see in the background.
It does.
You can see in the background. You can actually see down there. You can see the cars driving around on the ground there.
See one of them on their telephones. Cars making a call, driving and phoning.
Here's a. Dominic says the 5th floor.
5th floor. Okay.
Here's a good question for everybody out there. I personally in the U.S. have never heard of a pool hall ever being higher than the 2nd floor on any building ever. Anybody out there? What's the highest floor you've ever been to or know of for a pool room?
単体で行こうとしたのか。
I suppose
そういう
this
こ
is
と
it,
は
right?
変な
For
こと
me,
起きる可能
anyways.
性はゼロじゃないな。
ねコースが変だ。
ちょっと薄くなったよ。
Good one.
面白い。
Dominic
明
Reyes
らかに
says
落
that
ち
there's
着きが
one
ないね。
on the 15th floor of the building. I assume that Dominic Reyes is from the United Arab Emirates as well. Abu Dhabi, I suspect.
He's actually in that club now. You'll see him from time to time go across the camera. He actually works there as well.
まあ一番いいとこ使ってる。
No way, he's not there right now.
He's there right now.
Oh, no way. Dominic, if you're there right now, go over and do 20 push-ups in the background.
Go on, Dominic, go to the window. Angular tape measure outside that window. We want to know how far down it is to the ground.
Mike Gaines says, I don't know, but I've been pretty high in a pool room before.
Right, he's there, but he can't do 20 push-ups. And he says, okay, go and do 5 then. Come on. Do it for your friend. And then he'll win. No problem. Go on. I dare you.
You're not truly there unless I see 20 push-ups.
You do them if he wins. There you go. That's the deal. Who's gonna give some money to the stream for that thing, mate? To see
Wow, it's conveniently just enough time for him to get in a car and drive down there. Right? I mean, if Ivan Maluto wins here, that's just enough time for him to get in a car and drive down, because that means it's going to a 3rd set.
Yeah, he's there already now.
No, he's only there if I see him doing push-ups. Other than that, he's
See what you have to do.
Bro Reyes will do some push-ups.
This is the tempo, the 2nd set. Just one mistake.
かわいそうだったな。
First step cost Ivan. It's one mistake.
なんだかんだ言ってね。
The second. Make it right.
あ、来たよ。
This
これがあれ
is
だ
this
よ。
相棒。
アルバレス。
most important ball of his life so far. There is Dominic Reyes.
Certainly it's tournament-like.
In it goes.
Beautiful.
The second
Hill.
set is Dominic Reyes as well, walking across there. Look, there he is.
No, I didn't see any push-ups. That can't be him.
I must
No push-ups were seen that couldn't have been him.
I just saw Santa Claus doing push-ups in the background. Sure.
Oh, lots of fun. All right, we have a hill. We got one set apiece between Ivan Maluto and Naoki Oi. This is exciting stuff. We're gonna take a small break. Let us get the 3rd set ready to go. Please use this as an opportunity to share the stream if you would like, get a donation if you would like. All the ways to do that are in the pinned comments. We are giving away a set of Arcos 1 pool balls as well as 2 Tuxedo pool cues. These are really hard to get a hold of. As you can see, they're right here. We have 2 of them we'll be giving away on February 8th for 3 days. All donations from now until the end of the event go to winning these 2 pool cues as well as this set of Arcos balls. So please get your donations in if you would like to try to win one of those. And for the larger donations of the day, if you would like to get a larger donation today, we are going to be giving away a free poison breakthrough to the highest donator of the day. Currently, that is being won with a $50 bid from, let's see here, from Michael Johnson.
遮断してんのか。
Already actually won a set of Predator Arcos 1 balls.
ここからだ。ありがとうございます。3セット目も頑張りま
Thank you
す。
very much, Michael. He is currently winning with a bid of $50.
Let's
If you'd
talk.
like to beat that,
頑張ろ
you would have the lead on the poison jump breakthrough. And on top of that, even if you don't win it,
う。おやすみなさ
all
い
of。those entries go into winning the Predator Tuxedo and the Arcos 1 balls. All right, everybody, we're going to take just a small break here. We'll be back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere.
Share now. Don't wait.
Oh, that was gross. So gross. Just kidding, Bell. All right, let's see here.
Great fun though, isn't it? Really enjoying it.
All right, I have a payment pending from Bill. Nice work, Ivan. Naoki, that was a tough break on that scratch shot straight back on you. That was the difference. Great play out of both of you. It's very, very entertaining. I'm sure it's probably not as entertaining being in it, but this is why you're both the champions you are for moments like this.
頑張るよ。もっと頑張るよ。
Really exciting. This target set, that's what we wanted, mate.
よいしょ。
If you look apart from those two.
最近フィリピンの治安が超絶悪いだろうね、今ね、こんな仕事なかったらね。ここはアブダビだからもう超絶いいよね。マスクしてねえし、一人しか。
マスクしてるやつ座ってるな。
Naoki, are you here? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's happening?
You do flip, don't you, for the break?
Yep.
Well, that's a really important flip.
Hello.
Hey, we will give you the coin flip again once we go live. Are you ready, or do you want to take a little while?
It's okay.
Tails.
Tails.
Okay. Jason, are you able to hear us? Or Ivan? Jason or Ivan?
Yeah.
Are you guys ready to go right away too? Thumbs up if you're ready to start.
もう戻ってこない。
Okay, perfect. All right. So,
俺も行くか。
うん。うん。
all right, we are back. We have 1-1 on the score right now on the overall sets. Naoki-oi is waving. Hello, Naoki-oi. Here comes Ivan. We are ready to go for the second set. Naoki-oi, we're going to give you the coin flip again since it is so loud where Ivan is. So would you like to call heads or tails?
もう一回言って。
Oh, I think you're... Tails. Okay, so hey Siri. Hey Siri. Flip a coin.
It's tails this time.
It is tails. Naoki, would you like to go first or second?
Second.
Second. Okay,
Yes.
so Ivan, you will get us started.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck. Good match. Let's go. Hill.
Hill. Naoki-oi being the gentleman he always is in the game, and the character, the reason why he's a lot of players' favorite players. He's such a colorful character, has a lot of fun with the game.
Yeah, both players providing a lot of entertainment, aren't they, this afternoon? This is real top class stuff, isn't it, at the moment? Brilliant. One mistake. Yeah.
Now if we can just get Dominic to do some push-ups, we'll have a real proper stream here.
Yeah, we'll talk him into it, don't worry.
So the first set, ready to break for Ivan Maluto. There's a question out there, Martha. Do the donations add together for the day? So if you donated $50 or if you donated 10 donations at $5 each, it would be at the same amount. So yes, they are stackable.
Perfect winning, mate. Break goes in. Need 2 balls at least.
Real nice here. Really nice break.
2 and 3 again, hasn't he? But this time, balling down, of course, no problem. So,
ここまで同じ配置見せられるとね。
so you can just place that cue ball probably in a straight
まあ
line, so
こ
you
うこうなってくな。
なってく
the
る
shot
な。
will be sitting play.
2試合目でもこれだからね。
Straight draw.
3試合目、4試合目はこのタイプが増えてくる
On
と
the side, 5 over in the top right. Can't see any problems. It's all about holding your nerve. Final set decider. First 1 to 5.
Yeah, this is this is the perfect pattern that you want to start out with. It's no real problems, but it allows you to, you can stroke the cue ball quite a bit here if you wanted to. You could juice the 5 ball up a little bit, get your stroke out there. You're going to get your stroke out a little bit here. It allows you to get that arm swinging, and that's sometimes the hardest thing to do in a hill type of situation. Is you're real tensed up. You're really struggling to get going in a consistent manner, and he's got a rack here that he can really get loose with if he wanted to.
Talk about loose. Nice loose grip on the cue as well. Don't want any tightening.
Yep, don't squeeze it.
Don't squeeze it.
I always my teaching way is you're not swinging the cue, you're delivering the cue, and when you get to the point where you're swinging the cue, a lot of things can start going wrong. If you look at it as just delivering your execution for the shot, it becomes a lot easier to buy into staying into your shot. Martha, yes, so I do have a couple donations I want to give a shout out for.
全部入ってる。
We'll give a shout out to Martha Levine. We'll also give a shout out to Bill Askin. He looked the one of the break cues this morning. He has made another donation. Thank you,
まあ
Bill.
ちょっと遠いね。
We have you in for that. And we have Ro Reyes, who is now currently leading the jump break cue. So we have a new leader with the jump break cue. Thank you, Ro Reyes.
Finished a bit short, nice, a bit further away, but it shouldn't be a problem. It's got a nice straight angle on it, just straight draw for the 7 past the 9. And he's going to have that little set up again, isn't he, Nate? The 7, 9, 10.
Yep, that's he's had that pretty consistently, and that's when you know you're hitting the break well, is when you have the same few balls each time.
We've not had a dry break yet. He won't be playing that shot this time, of course. Look, this
Still
different
there.
angle.
知ってる。合ってるよ。
Across the face of it, do you think, in between the 9 and the 10? Or will he just
プールをよく
Just stay
プレー
above
してるよ
it.
ね
He'll just drop out somewhere close to the center of the table. No reason to bring the 10 ball into play at all, which is especially with the last 2 balls.
he's going to play some bit of draw, won't he? 2 rails. Or would he just, do you think he'll just sneak past the 10?
I think he'll let stroke out a little bit here. He'll hit basically a stop shot. If you follow the tangent line of the 9 ball, it's about exactly where you want to be.
Someone's just walked in front of his shot there.
It looks like he's got a center ball hit on it. Just a slightly below center ball hit,
Just showing
which is about where he wants to be.
showing a little bit of annoyance there. You don't ever see that from Ivan. Right, the way he's played that, well played. Composed himself again.
And the first point of the Hill match is going to go to Ivan Maluto. But he has started the match, so Nayukioi has won the flip and chose to go second. So he is still not trailing in the match unless he does not run out here.
Okay.
And I personally am rooting for Nayukioi to run this. I want to see these players go back and forth, see what kind of heart they have.
Yeah. Made the best man win.
Everybody out there, I know I did this at the beginning of the day, but let's do it again right now. Who are you actually rooting for in this match? Let's see thumbs up for Naruto, and let's see a heart for Naoki Oi for the emojis. Is this going to be dry?
It is.
6 ball's going to get. Oh, the 6 ball's not going to go. Oh, no, he's got a ball.
Made one. He's made one.
Yeah, he's got a ball now. 4 ball. Yeah, he's got the 4 ball now. So let's slam those emojis. Let's see what you guys are rooting for. Well, we got some cares. I'm not sure who the cares are for. Maybe the cares are rooting for us. Seeing mostly thumbs up right now. I think most of the people seem to be rooting for either Ivan Maluto or are rooting for us. There's a couple of hearts coming in there. Maybe it's just 'cause it's so late in Japan right now.
Can we have some microphones for the commentators if you'd like us to be? Well, we haven't
Yeah.
so.
Ivan is a fan favorite.
Place that this guy plays at. Coming in on the edge all the time, isn't it?
Really surprises me. I mean, Naoki Oi is just such a popular pool player. Just doesn't have a lot of people rooting for him right now. It really surprises me.
Could be a case of the underdog, couldn't it? The less than known player, I should say, not really an underdog, is he? Because he's certainly playing as well as Naoki right now. This is perfect. Just doesn't want to be straight on this.
Really good. Really good there. Actually, straight would have been okay because he'd be able to follow to the short side of the 9. He didn't want to get that kind of weird angle where you're going straight at the 9 ball. And he's got plenty of angle here, so he'll come across. I think he's going to hit somewhere around the 2nd diamond on the bottom rail. Just a little bit of inside spin. He missed the shot.
He's missed the 8. Can you believe that? He's completely took his eye off that 8 ball. His eyes have gone to the 9, and he's missed it. Oh dear, oh dear.
Maybe he was listening to me because his cue ball hit at the exact 2nd diamond. He was just doing what I said he'd do, and that didn't work out.
Don't listen to Nate when you're playing. Don't listen to Nate.
Well, don't listen to Nate ever. Oh man, that's a big blunder there. That's big. That one might be the match. I mean, with the way that Ivan is playing here, that might be enough.
What's the chance? I know. Can't be on the side of the other, but I would love to see this
It's a dump out.
中途半端ってね、覚悟が必要だったな。
I just want to see top. I don't want to see people missing 8 balls. I want to see the best pool we can watch.
He's made a 6 look.
The 2 ball is
Only ball he made was the 4 railer.
only, as Jim would say, this is stinky. And the 2 ball might go off the 4 ball to the side pocket. I think that might be his only option. Either that or he's going to be banking. I
think it passes. I don't think it goes into the side, Nate. Is the 4 not too far? I've not looked at the side angle.
Well, I think, regardless, you are not going to be playing positioning just above this 4 ball so that you can cut the 2 ball into the bottom right as we're looking at it. That's just, you just don't play that shot. You're either playing here. I don't think it goes past the 4 personally. I mean, if Dominic Reyes is out there, if he can let us know. I mean, maybe he's going to think about this for a little while, but
He's played his cue to play it in the top right-hand corner, and he wants to be pretty straight on this, and he's played it pretty well, hasn't he? Look, and he could cue this through.
I'm going to tell you what, if he's able to make this 2 ball right here, oh man. If he's able to make this ball here, that is, with position, that is a special shot, given the highest moment I think this is, after what Naoki did there, I mean, this would be such a dagger to Naoki's chances in this match if this ball finds a way to go in.
Just needs to
We need to
nose, doesn't it? The nose must be so tight. It must go. What a shot he's played there. Oh, wow, what a shot, mate.
What? Wow. Never a doubt. Never a doubt.
You were right, Gideon Forrest. If he gets out here, it will be a real pro out. And he is going to be a top pro, this guy. I'm sure he will. See, tension building in him now. Just needs to hold it together.
Wow, 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 wow.
He certainly is underrated. It won't be after this performance. Everybody either Milito.
He's not going to be for long.
I tell you what, you know, I commentate on another live stream, and we can't find any players to play either Milito. No one wants to play him. Is that good?
This is it right here. This is, I mean, this is not, this isn't bad. He'll go forward 3 rails with us, I think. He's going to come off of it. That's the shot right there. Well, what's left of it. Obviously, the 2 ball is the shot there.
Even the position to it. Position could have gone wrong. He got absolutely perfect on it, just where he wanted to run through for the 3, didn't he? Tremendous shot. So just needs 4 more to take 2 back lead.
With the quality of player in this right here, I hope Jim's not watching. Don't want Jim to get too nervous with what he's following up here.
Match has no need for that. I think he'll be pleased to get to the final, no matter who he plays. I don't think he'll buy a drink though.
Oh, I'll make him buy another drink.
Look at this, what an out. What an out. Might clean Ivan an out, but from now on, great finish. Well played.
All right, back over to Naoki Oi. Still is not out of this match by any stretch of the imagination, but he's going to be up against it here if he doesn't match this run out here. Going down 2-0, spotting 2 games in a race to 5. That's going to be really tough. That's not something he's going to want to. It's not going to be something he's going to want to do.
Ivan just needs to hold serve, doesn't he? And Naoki needs to slip up. It's as simple as that. He needs to slip up from the Filipino. He's got to carry him when he wrecks himself. Here we go then.
And anytime you're relying on a Filipino to make a mistake, anytime you need to rely on a Filipino to make a mistake in a pool, you know you're not feeling good about it.
Look at the 4 ball.
And on top of that 4 ball, it does not, the carom is pretty easy, I believe, but the combination is not.
Looking at it now, isn't it? As long as it's not frozen before the ball, we get the double kiss to it. First. At least the 3's on a decent place to get to the 4.
Yeah, I don't think he plays the combination though. I think he plays the carom off of it. I think he tries to get his cue ball somewhere near the 5 ball off of the 3 ball so that he can clip off the left edge of the 4 ball and make the 9 ball with his cue ball.
Thanks, Mike. Joe.
Bill Askins joining the sharing badge community. Welcome to the cool kids, as Jim likes to say.
Did he do it off his own back, or did you have to do a little bit of asking him?
Well, I think he didn't know how to share publicly, and Mike Gaines helped him out with that. We have, I mean, you can say whatever you want about, you know, the rest of the streaming companies that are out there. We have the best following. The people that partake in our streams are like the best people. Whoa, he took a swing at breaking it right there.
Five, doesn't he? Again, he's going near that 5 ball.
I don't hate that shot though. I kind of like that. Of course, there's a lot of rolls that you can get that are pretty bad there, I guess. Yeah, I guess if you run into that 4 ball, you don't like that shot. So actually, I don't really like that shot now that I think about it.
That was wrong. Wrong on 2 levels. So now, he's don't want to go too far. He's okay.
Oh, he's again. Play that carom shot I was talking about before.
This is the 1. So obviously frozen. Shot to the 4, obviously. In the corner. Exit. It's into the side, actually. He'll settle for that, right, Nate?
Well, they'll settle for it because he doesn't have a choice, but I'm sure after missing that 8 ball, he doesn't feel great about having to shoot the shot.
He's missed it. He has missed it. And I think that is the final nail in the coffin. EG10 for 89 right there. Oh dear. I'm gonna get ahead of myself, but
In this format, it's hard to come back from 2 mistakes like this, and that is actually why we switched this format to the best 2 out of 3 sets, is to give players an opportunity to make mistakes and still have a chance of winning the set. We didn't want 1 or 2 dry breaks or 1 or 2 missed balls to be the difference between somebody winning and losing one of these sets. But that doesn't do you any good in the hill of the set.
you called it, you mentioned the 8 in the previous rack. And put him on edge, isn't it? And that's 2 he's thrown away now. It's a little bit unlucky to. Oh, and this. Oh, I thought we were injured for a second.
クレイクがうめえんだよきっとな。だいぶ俺のボディに効いてんだよね。
Two in the last position.
Dave
Okay, you
did it.
could say it's a little bit hidden, but I don't see it posing a problem to you, mate.
I don't. The 2 to 3 is going to be.
There's
not a lot of rail to work with by the side pocket. So the 2 to the 3 is it's a real transition. I think he's actually going to have to draw to the right side of the 8 ball and actually play the 3 ball into the same
これ
pocket.
で取られたら3-0
So
か。
I think he'll take it after the last transition from the 2 to the 3 he had in the previous rack. If he can do that from there, this isn't going to be a problem, is it?
Oh, this is perfect.
Perfect.
That's about where he puts it with ball in hand. So the only thing he has to do is just don't decelerate through this stroke. Oh, I don't like this. He's
Yeah, pass
up.
right pocket. Draw past the side on it. Is he going
Wow,
right?
he's going over to the left side of the table. I don't like this.
There's a chance of hitting this. He needs to stroke it well. Oh, he's playing it okay. He's going to end up near the rail though.
He hit it well, but it looks like if you just draw that above the side pocket, you can get anywhere over there on the.
ダイヤモンド
Totally agree there.
プラスソフトブレイク最強説あるな。
あるね。
But there's a difference between not liking something because you don't think that they can execute it, and not liking something
こ
because
こまでの再現性は今のオープンブレイク
it's just not the best option for the shot. I still think that that's not the best option for the shot, but it doesn't mean you can't execute.
おもう今から150人ぐらい入ってきたらわかんねえぞ。
So
ね
didn't
団体
Yeah, I
様
mean,
怖い。
the trick with coming the way that he did is he'll have a shot no matter what. He's never going to be hooked. But if you hit that shot into the corner a little bit thicker than you wanted to,
まっすぐした方がいい
you could end up getting yourself involved with the inside jaw, or a little bit thinner than you wanted to. You could end up not quite getting the action off of the rail that you needed, so you'll end up a little bit thicker on the blue ball.
ブレイク配置説。
Now, if you go into the jaw, who knows what'll happen.
That's Harvey Figueroa, player from the Philippines. Big stroke here, mate.
Yeah, just don't overstroke it. Anywhere in the center of the
まっ
table is
すぐ好
fine.
きじゃん。
Even short of that is fine.
It's okay for me, that one.
Yeah, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
Back in the 10 rank, no danger there.
Yep.
100% concentration. 7 ball. Natural angle, of course, take him up to the 8. Wow. How do you think he's feeling inside right now? Mixture.
I'll tell you after this shot.
This is the
Because currently he has not solved this rack yet. This right here is the shot to solve it. There will be no breathing sigh of relief until at least this ball is down.
just moved his kilo on this.
なんか俺の手には届かないところに行っ
And
て
I
し
will
ま
tell
って
you
い
this,
る
he will not be breathing a sigh of relief until after this shot now either. Because he's going to have to hit this with just a check of inside spin to come off. He probably does not want to go to this left
ついに
rail
敵
at
の
all.
ミスを頼らなければいけない時代に突入したか。
I think he wants to probably put enough inside spin on this to just come straight down the rail off of that. And he's going with outside, so he's going to actually go at his 4 rails. He's going to be coming off the rail above the 9 ball.
He's going to, isn't he? Oh, he's playing that beautiful. What a shot that is. Don't go straight. He wants to bounce. He's got it.
That's a oof.
分かってるよ。
That's a scary way of going at that 9 ball. But if you're feeling good with yourself, if you're feeling good with your shot, you can execute that shot. But that's a scary way of going at it for me.
I think that's a typically Filipino shot, that one, if I can describe it that way. They just seem to have this inbred thing in them where they just see those shots and they feel them terrific. 3-0.
But Naoki still has
Okay.
the break disadvantage, we'll say, meaning he is following. So he still has this to even up the amount of racks. So Naoki is only 2 racks down, which was the missed 7 ball and the missed 4 ball. Both very bad misses. Naoki with those shots back is a huge favorite to make both of them. What about this break? That's pretty good. 4 to the 5. Sorry, the 2 to the 5. 2 to the 4. Ooh. 3rd time's a charm.
Get there in the end, mate.
Eventually. All right, I want to give a couple shout outs quickly. Thank you to Benjamin Hunter for your donation to the stream. Really appreciate the support. And Lil Chris says, boo with the race for the jump break cube. Lil Chris crushes the highest bid and is now up to 150, so I guess he wants this cue. Way to just completely rip the heart out of everybody who thought they had a chance, Chris.
Don't go straight. Don't go straight. Oh, he's gone straight on this.
He's got enough angle. He's got enough angle to go just. I mean, he's gonna have to force this, but he's got enough angle to just go straight high ball here. Maybe just a twist, just a tiny twist of outside or inside spin, but only a tiny twist of it because he's got to get below the 6 ball. So he has 3 rails underneath the 5 ball. Just like that, really nicely done.
I was obviously listening to you, mate.
Well, run out then.
Couldn't have played that better. Nice shot, beautiful stroke.
Not happy about it, looks like, but I'm not sure what he's not happy about. He's got to shoot the 6 ball from a little bit more distance.
I think you can get off the back rail here anyway, can't you? Wants to do. Draw straight back.
New Jersey pool player, yes, they're doing a best 2 out of 3 race to 5 today, and the finals are going to be a best 2 out of 3 race to 6. So the quarterfinals and the qualifiers to get to the quarterfinals were race to 4, semifinals a race to 5, and the finals will be a race to 6.
I'm really looking for Jimmy the next one because I want to do a little bit of commentary on the final.
You've never commentated the final before. We're not going to invite you.
Okay.
We're not going to be your first year. You gotta earn your way into the
Ryan
finals.
Biggs burst off.
Oh
Oh,
no.
he's missed the six. Oh,
No.
it was only gravity. Gravity.
I will tell you what. That's he didn't want to hit it too much harder. He played at the perfect speed because any harder to make it more comfortable. And well, one, he misses the shot, I think, because it fell to the deepest part of that pocket. And two, he'd be real tough on the 7-ball.
There's the paramedic in the house. Oh, look at that. Pump.
Hey.
Don't shoot that one into the rail now. Oh.
For a second there, I'm sure Ivan Maluto, if he was watching, thought Christmas come twice a year for him tonight.
3 times.
Times even, yes.
Gideon, Forrest, exactly. That's what I say too. You pay your greens fees on the entire table, you might as well use it all. You say the same about the road when I'm driving. I pay my taxes on the whole road. I'm going to use the whole road.
お、
Leave me
この
alone,
テーブルまで
officer.
入っちゃって。
Willie Georg is in there. That's a great player from Germany. Hi, Willie.
ちょっと暑いんだね、やっぱり。半ズボンだよ。羨ましい。
Mark, you're supposed to be doing your job.
失敗するときどうなるの？
What is my job? I don't know what my job is.
To publicly shame.
No, that's not my job.
Oh, never mind.
2回目だもんね、ちょっとだもんね。
ほんとちょっとだ。
Before. Now then, what's he worried about? The 8 ball? I guess it's the only banana skin, isn't it?
プロダイヤモンドだとそうなの？
8, 9, 2 to the 3's easy, 5 to the 6 is just a little bit tricky.
I'm liking the 3, leave an angle on the 3 here to move the 8 ball when it comes to it. Guaranteed to be on the 5, isn't it? So that's the shot.
Yeah, I think you want to play from above it though. You want to be going into the top rail and then into the 8 ball, not one time into it. Or I should say, let's look at the side view, and I'll explain.
I'd rather stun into that rail and just clip it. If I
No.
could.
Now this is, you want your cue ball somewhere in this area. You want to be coming off this rail, come up into either the 8 ball or the 10 ball this way. So that you're moving the 8 ball up table away from the 9 ball, or you're moving the 9 ball up table away from the 8 ball. If you go into it straight like this, it happens way too much that and his cue is actually going exactly through the little ball I created. You can't see this, Mark, sorry.
I am. I'm watching it on the old
on
the Facebook. Yeah.
His cue went right through the little heart of the circle that I made. If you go directly into the 8 ball, it's very common to just double kiss it, and your 8 doesn't go anywhere. It just kind of pushes the 1 ball or the cue ball away. So he came too thin though.
He needs more twisted English here, doesn't he? Get off on that. Well, how can he get there now? He can't. He's going to have to play it.
Yeah, he's still got it, but he can't get. The thing is he can get to the 8 ball, but he can't get to the 8 ball with any power at this point. So the best he can really do is basically just softly run into it to make the combination a little bit easier. Yeah, he just aborted mission there. It's he'll take whatever he can get for the combination on and just hope for the best.
Always leave the back into the right top corner, couldn't on the 8 ball. Could even play the combo. Look, it's not out of the question, is it? Get to it if he gets hard on that rail. So big moment here in this match. I think if he's out here, the match is his.
Well, what he'll have is he'll have 2 opportunities to win the match. He'll give himself the opportunity to basically have to run 1 out of 2 racks to win, and that's assuming Naoki is perfect from here. He
こ
doesn't.
の7はこの国に出る癖になってる。
Yep, that's what I like.
So here we go then.
これでポンピだね。
まあネキだけだろうな。
そうだね。
Get up and start again. Get into serve.
クッションから行きたい
Thinking
ね。
about the shot. Let's get up,
クッション
start
から行
again.
きたいね。
He's looking at playing it to the rail.
すごいね。
Jumped up a little bit on that, didn't he? I think he's going to play this into the rail. Is he?
ぴったりじゃないか。いやちょっと足んないけ
Send the
ど。
ball over to the top right.
No, I cut this. I cut this ball. I cut it, and I'll tell you why. I cut it because that gets your cue ball moving out.
まあでも
If
シュ
you
ートは
if you
問
go
題な
straight
さ
into
そう
the
だな。
rail, your cue ball has nowhere to go but to stay where
ちょっ
it's
と
at.
強化つかなきゃいけないな。
And I think the save ball is going to be moving so much that you want the cue ball kind of moving with it.
薄すぎろ。知りすぎて薄すぎる。
This is the biggest shot of the match for him now. There's a few of them as well, hasn't he? He's had a few
あの
big
台が入っ
shots.
たってことは満卓だからね。相当直径
Two
出るよね。
後ろの半端ぶつかれ。ありがとうございます。後ろの半端になってください。
He's got it.
おい。
いや2機だけ2機だけだ。
Shot the
2
eight.
機だけ
He
だ。
wants it to hold up
2機
his
だけな
own
んだよ。
K. He's
だ
just
から
どうだこれどうだこれ
カットはいけないけど、まあ、バンク
バ
が
ンクが
な。
な、ダイヤモンドだ。
ダイヤモンドな入れ切ってっかん
I
な。
think it cuts. I do think it cuts, but it's his cue ball is going to be
俺
everywhere.
のこのバンクだったら飛ぶあるけどな。そこまで完全に。俺カット行こうとしてるよ。
カット行こうとして
いけるんだ。
It's all up slightly.
I'm going to do anything here.
いけるそうだよ。
The
So
pot
that
is
it's
so
not
much
the
harder.
hammer.
If you put that inside spin, what it does is
Okay.
it actually throws it faster.
Thinking back,
I think
yes.
the
4
bank
人
is
が
the
空
better
気を生み
option.
出してる。
本当だ。
No, I don't. I would never bank the shot. I would never bank the shot because I would never be able to successfully talk myself into it. But I think it's the better option.
Things just in the side.
勝負バンクだ。
I'd be cutting this all day long.
I would cut it too. Yeah.
I don't think it's as bad as it
柔
looks.
らかくついたら入るなこれ。
柔らかくついたら入るな。
He's banking it.
And he made
What
it.
a bank shot, and look at the position on the 10.
あ
ナイスやな。
Fabulous. And I tell you what, he's done some match-winning shots in this match.
Wow.
Another one of them.
Wow, that is a shot worth having right there. What an impressive execution of that bank shot with perfect speed.
Nerves are still.
あ。オッケー。
Ricky Oy must be. It was an easy 8 ball that Ricky Oy missed, and that was a really difficult one. Hello, Margaret. How are you doing? What's the name? It's no miss Paul now, isn't it? Still got a little spring in his step though.
Just incredible. That shot was incredible. You think he wants it?
I think there's nothing more important to him at this present moment, and he's been like that, hasn't he, all week?
Can you believe the amount of the players that he has beat to get to this point? Can you believe it? He draws the defending champion in Alvin Ocean and beats him on the hill. Same format as the same way this one is going right here. Beats him on the hill. Then he beats Miensko Fortunsky, the overall #1 seed of the tournament. And now he's going to beat Naoki Oi, the overall #4 seed of this tournament. He's gone through just an absolute incredible monster of a field to get himself with a great opportunity to make the finals. Ivan Maluto, if you have not heard of him, you had better make a mental mark of this guy. This guy's going to be around. This guy's going to be good. This guy's already good.
First one with Filipino stream, he was good then, and well, he's just come on and on and on. He's got all the shots as well, hasn't he, Nate? I mean, he just plays all of them. Nothing seems to faze him. He's been in some really difficult situations today, and he's handled every one of them. missed one ball, hasn't he? He said, at the start, you're not going to be able to make many mistakes in this match. Unfortunately, Mickey always made more of them. Without sounding harsh, they've been pretty easy opportunities as well, haven't they?
Well, the 8 ball he missed was I mean, I'll tell you that's a pretty easy one he had. The 4 ball he missed in the next rack was only easy because it was only difficult because he had just came off the miss on the 8 ball. If all things were equal and he hadn't missed that ball, I'll tell you what, that 4 ball would have been down too.
Yeah. It was still fresh in the mind, wasn't it? It must have been so hard to get over those shots and then look at this breaking for the match.
And the worst part about this format is every single
失敗
mistake
例ないもん
that
な
you make in
失敗
virtual
例を
food,
一回見せてもらいたい
at
な
least in this kind of playing style, is you go back to your chair and you watch your opponent through a screen. You just sit there and have to stew with it. It's the worst feeling. I've played in these events before, and I've had it happen to me, and it's just torture. Having to watch through a screen to find out when it's going to be your turn to play again after a shot like that.
Just hope Dominic Reyes just
ああ入るよな
side there, wobbled a bit, didn't he?
厳しいよこれ
Look at this, it's
ほんと
okay, all looks pretty good.
ブレイクの完成度が
No
だいぶ見せられ
problems.
ちゃったね
Dominic Reyes, start warming up. You have some press ups to be
I
done
don't-
very, very
あ
soon.
いつも
I'm
一
guessing.
緒じゃねえかよな腹立つわ
We will be critiquing your form in the same way we critique these patterns.
I believe that you actually had Margaret Feffelova doing push-ups. Was it you that
I think
was
it's
doing
Untitled
push-ups
Chapter.
once?
Yes, sir, it was me.
シェンロン
I made Margaret Kopilova have to do
シェンロン
10
案件
push-ups. Don't worry that she got back for him though.
そうねあのテーブルにしてのこの完成度だねうちのテーブルじゃこれはちょっと無理だ
You
な
said if I
入らない、
wins,
うん、同じブレイクじゃ入らないからなしょうがない
シグザク
can
と
get a quick massage.
急ザクと
4ぐらい違うな
それぐらい違
I was
う
hoping he
な
was going to do them on that table behind where we played.
本当だよね
ね
やっとここまで頑張ってブレイク入る
Shoes off.
また
急ザクまた足らないんだ
最新鋭が出てきちゃった
It's
よ
either going to be your reputation that's injured or your
し
shoulder.
かも変なと
I'll
こ
let
ろ
you
から
decide
出てきやがっ
which.
て
本当だね
どっから出てくんだよ
We don't take
ア
kindly
ブ
to
ダビ
people.
だよ
アブダビ
アブダビだよ
フィリダメだよフィリダメ
Making on
おやったよ
Ooh,
bounce. Once
や
you
ったやった
bounce,
やったやったやつ体動いたよ
what was that?
キ
That was a
なあプレーはうまくねえんだけどやっぱな
well. I'll tell you what, that 6 ball's huge. He might have to go off that left cushion and come back in
ポイント
between the
押さ
6 and
ない
the
と
9. I think that's actually the better option here than trying to play it into the top right.
you think he can run it round the back end? Yeah.
浮き足だったのもあるけど、まあ、配置がいつもと違うのがあるよな
そうだね
I think I think a
その
center ball hit here is
純粋に難しい
Personally,
純粋にやっぱキューボで動かすのはやっぱりな
just come in between the 9 or just go in between the 8 and 9 and come back out between the 6 and the 9.
1回目大丈夫だお前焦んなあと2回3回中1回上がりゃいいんだと思ってくれたらいいんだけどね
本当だね
Best of 6. Best of 3 sets.
そうはならんか
This one isn't over yet.
ならんわな
全部使い果たしたんじゃないのさっきの8でもう何も残ってない状態になってるもん
Oh, great.
いやいやいや選択が素晴らしいよねやっぱね大したもんだよ
Executed perfectly.
あっぱれだよ
Look at the lovely
Yeah.
early dominance, well.
う
もう
Five.
あれだよねプレベルと同じ初期チ
Edward
ョイスだ
Cable
よ
asked
チョイスだね
who Pluto is.
ね
Obviously an
細かい
autocorrect.
のはな別
So Chris responded with, he's Mickey
それが
Mouse's
みんなや
dog.
られたいや全然トップランカーたち全員こいつに負けちゃってんだ
さっき言ってたよネイトも言ってたよ
やってんだよ
Tell you what, it will
俺
fall
もそんな
silent
負けて
in
ねえ
that
けどやっ
club.
ぱブレイク見せられ
Stop.
た
It
ね
will be reminiscent of the 1980 when Cliff Thorburn played the first
すまない
World Cup
317人の方
at the World Championships.
呪いのビデオをお願いします
Sheffield. table stop.
アラブまで8000キロぐらい
Goes.
飛ばすはないもん。
Gonna get a little bit more of a background here.
見えたな。
That's why you're seeing the camera moves all over the place.
勝利が見えたな。
Really good speed there. Really nicely done, just drawing across the face of the 10 ball to the 8 ball into the side pocket here. He wants to get past the 10 ball. He doesn't want to leave it short. He doesn't want to leave it jacked up over it. And if he goes a little bit too far, the 8 ball goes into the top left pretty easily. So he'll be past the 10 ball completely. And came up
A bit short.
a bit short of that.
Having an angle on it though, which is the main thing. Can run this off.
そうだね。15回打って15回か。なあ、ほぼ同じ2秒の形だったもんね。
But he confidently is going to have to go around the angles, I think, is he?
I think he's moving. Well, he can either run it all the way around the table, or he could just roll over to about to basically give himself a stop shot. I think that
He's going round, I think. Going round, is it? He's
Oh,
got-
そうそのチョイスか。
Mate, he's gone new
まあ
way.
な、賢いけどな。
I wouldn't shoot that way personally. I would run this one. I think.
As well.
回すんだね。
Get as close to that 10
やっぱり回すよね。
This looks brilliant. This look, he wants it. No, it's a bit short.
ようやく変なショット。
This is what in the U.S. we call a tweener. It is
Well,
between
that's all
the
that-
shots. The 50-yard line's another way of putting it.
Is that not shot in the car?
もう一頑張りだと思ったら入
That's
るな
the Twinkie I'm thinking of, isn't it?
Oh, that's not even chunk.
これ向いてくれるとすごいダメージなんだけどな一気に
No, I don't.
一気にな、
Like a
ドバッと
pre-built
な。
なるんだけどな
or they're like the little yellow cake things. Stop
いい
your
ね
silliness.
短
We're
パン
back
プレ
in
ッ
this
シャー
match.
な
This
短
10 ball
パン
is
ブレーキャー。
全員見てます
全員見てます
後ろの全員急に見てるいいよ
Power break billiard hall, this then.
合わせっからな、こいつ体動いて。
つまれつまれ
He's made it. He made it.
ちくしょう。仕方ないな、ほんと。
What a match!
Ah,
What a
Dolajan.
shot! And he wants another
悔
chance
し
at
い
this.
ね。
He wants another chance at running this here.
マジで悔しいよ。
Yeah, it's always easier the second time, isn't it?
反省会の予定だよ
I。think he's even worse there.
Worse, isn't it? Wow.
よかったね
Beautifully done,
ナイスプレーでした
Ivan Maluto. Congratulations. Ayuki Oi looks. It's so sad we don't have the audio for this. You have to unmute yourself, Nayuki. There we go, Nayuki.
うん
Very great, super. Wow, the number one breaker. Also, very good.
Yeah, he definitely. I mean, Ivan, your break was incredibly consistent. Every single time, your last three balls were the 7, 9, and 10 in the same exact spot. You're truly breaking the balls exceptionally well. Oh, you're muted. You're muted, Ivan.
Come on, Jason, unmute him, mate.
なんか喋ってるけど入ってこないな
He's
Oh.
no weird.
Well, Nayuki Oi,
うん
it was an absolute pleasure to get to watch you play. I know your English isn't the best, so we won't heckle you too much, but we really want to thank you for playing in the event.
ありがとうございました
Hello, sir.
Ivan, congratulations. You played extremely well. I mean,
カオスだったよ向こう
I
は
hear you so loud.
こんな音でやってたんだ
Thank
よ
you, sir. Thank you, sir.
And, You have booked your way to the finals. Congratulations. You've beaten the number 1 seed, the number 4 seed, and the defending champion. How does it feel?
I don't know, but I need to be
マ
focused on
ヌ
the
ートね
I will try.
マヌート消しちゃう
Well, thanks, pal. We are, thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Advance happy birthday, Sir Nate.
Thank you
Thank you.
Good luck
Hello.
Good luck
All right.
Well done, Jason.
Thank you, Naituki. Thank you so much for playing.
Yeah, thank you. Next time.
Incredible finish.
Yeah, thank you, Nate. Thank you, one player, and thank you. I love you. See you next time.
Thank you, Naituki.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to take a small break. We have another match coming up after this. Do not forget about the second match, so don't be leaving. We have a match between Jim Telfer and Conrad Shishkin, which is going to find out who plays Ivan Maluto in the finals of the Poison Q's VG10. Still 2 matches left in the Kamui brand play.
はい、ドラちゃん。
お疲れ様でした。
はい、お疲れ様でした。皆さんも応援ありがとうございました。長い間。はい。反省点。反省点とかいう問題じゃないよね。
もうでもね、負けパターンにはまったよね。
負けパターンにはまったけどね。
でも少なくなったよね。これが結構あったもんね。去年、
ね、
去年、一昨年、一昨年の試合とか負けるときはね、8番みたいなのが決めきらずについちゃったのがやっぱり何回もあったのが、
まあ1回出た
ね。1回出ちゃったのが敗になるステージまでとりあえず来てるからね。
そうだね。それは間違いないね。
それやっぱゼロにしないとダメだな。
久しぶりに出たな。
久しぶりに出たね。
その前からちょっと甘かったな、マインドがな。ちょっとあいつのブレイクの配置とかに持ってかれるんだよな。
プレッシャーかけられて、
プレッシャーかけられていくからな。ね。
最初のブレイクスクラッチまたびっくりしたけどね。
相変わらずのね。
相変わらずのあれ狙ってもできないんだけどね。ね。いっちゃうんだよね、あそこ。
まあでもブレイクもやっぱ悪いとこ出たけどな。やっぱ俺の癖だよな。悪い時あるじゃん。マインドが入る時に。弱っちい気持ちが入る時あるんだよな。少しほんのちょっとなんだけどね。あれがやっぱりもうちょっとコントロールしきれれば。
でもよくあったよ。数が減ってるからね。
そうだね。
だから出どころがちょっと悪かったね、今日は。
そうだね。まあでもまだまだできることはあるよね。
そうだね。
ね。
まずはテーブルを買い替えるだな。最新型のジオングにしないとダメだね。
ね、本当だね。やられたね。本当悔しいね。皆さん250人、300人ぐらいの方いるね。レストのミス、まあ相手のミス、ミスというよりも正直ミスはあまり期待してないんだけど、やっぱブレイクね、ドライブレイクとスクラッチはやっぱ期待してるけど、やっぱそれが一切ないからね。
そうだね。
で入った時のやっぱ配置が良かったから、もうその分だけプレッシャーが全部はまったな。ジオングブレイクだよね。
そうだね。
今までで一番良かったんじゃないの？
一番いいやつだったね。
ね、オンラインのトーナメントで。ね、延々トラブルが1回だけか。2回か。1回ブレイク立たなくて、ね、ミス2回だけど、
難しい配置も取り切ってたからね。
そうだね、取り切ってたね。まあ僕のせいです。単純に。まあでも
チャンスないわけじゃない
チャンスないわけじゃないけどね。もうちょっとミスを少なく、でもミスね、ビビってもしょうがないからな。
そうだね。
もう少しね、もうちょっと気持ちが強かったらな、勝てたかな。ね、皆さんありがとうございました。
お疲れ様でした。
お疲れ様でした。で、
この明日がだからなくなった。
明日がなくなったんで、
JPL 頑張りましょう。
はい、JPL が日曜日、開幕しますんで、そちらの応援もよろしくお願いいたします。いっぱい選手いますので、ね、推しのプレイヤーもみんなちゃんと見る予定出てますかね。はい、楽しみにしていてください。よろしくお願いします。ということで、See you next time. Bye bye. そうね、日曜日が JPL で月曜日が